Bonjour. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. It's Chewsday. Oh my god, it's Tenchi. No way. He comes running when I say hello. We are so surprised. We are so shocked. Who would have thought? Also, boo, get jump scared, YouTube chat. I do want to pin that message, but sometimes I forget. Chewsday! It's Chewsday! It is, a little bit. Oh my god, it's drinky time! Very important, actually. Very important. Hey, hi everybody. Let me say hi to everybody first, and then I'll drink some water. I think that's a good idea, innit? Hi, Angel. Hi, Crow. Hi, Goldie. Hello. Zecke Con Warren. It's the only way to respond, isn't it? Hi, Blank. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Over here, too. To Caliban. And hello, oh no. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Está muy bien. Está muy bien. Muchas gracias. Ugh. Seppo, no. Seppo, no. You're like compiling all the bad words into like one thing. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, you want to do a stream? You want to do a stream, Isabel? Hello, Isabel, and hello, Seppo. I guess hello, Seppo, as well, I suppose. And Even Echo, hello as well. Your dual stream? Yeah, Goldie, I do that. Also, look, oh shit, they both work now. Well, that's a problem. Did you know that the followers thing didn't work? Well, now they both work, so now we have a double. Man, do you ever fix something so good that you fix it too good, and now it's bad again? Well, thank you for the follow. So that works now, so that's nice. Yeah. Good, I guess. I have to disable one of them now. Okay, so the StreamElements thing works again. I just did a lot of like logging out and logging back in again. If anybody else is having the same issue, try logging out and logging back in again on everything. Apparently that works. Also, I did drink, so thank you for that. I'm gonna go right now and try and see if I can disable the other thing. I should be able to. It should be done. So then, you know, it's not gonna be double anymore if it happens again. Very nice. That scared the hell out of me. I don't think it's too loud, is it? I don't know. It did double up though, so there's that. You want to stream. You had a question. Isabel said, hey Zecke, I'm trying to think of what I should do for a stream I'm thinking of doing today or tomorrow. Having trouble though. I mean, you could always, so it would be your first stream, right? You could always do a little like, hey, we're just chatting, this is me kind of thing. Like, you could prepare a PowerPoint about yourself. I just love PowerPoints about people. Now, this is apparently a controversial opinion. Not everybody loves the PowerPoints, but I do. I do love the PowerPoints. A little like bullet list of, hey, this is me, these are my interests. Look at pictures of things that I like. I love that. And, you know, so there's that. ASMR VTubers no longer in the viewer list. No! Yeah, it's not ASMR, I'm sorry. They exited by the double thing. Not too loud in my opinion. Good. Goldie on YouTube chat, rar, nuzzles, pounces on you. Ooh, you're so warm. Never change, Goldie. Never change. So yeah, you could do like an introduction stream thingy and then just, you know, like talk about whatever, I guess. No, not the debut PowerPoint. I actually like them too, right? I like them so much. But you would have to prepare a PowerPoint for that. So that's like a lot of prep work. If you don't want to do that, I guess you can do something else. Just chatting's always nice though. Have you heard of our Lord and Savior PowerPoint? I know, right? Some people say they're very boring, but I like it. Just a VTuber debut, but as a Flash tuber, you can do that too. Exactly, TM. Like, whatever you do. I feel like everybody can do that. It doesn't matter who you are. You can always put a little PowerPoint on screen. That's never hurt anybody, okay? Also, as I was saying a while ago, I think drinking water is now even more important because I turned on the heating. No way. It's been minus a couple degrees for a couple of days and I finally turned on the heating in this room. But I'm scared of the heating because the heating makes the air dry and that way my throat might get fucked up and I'm scared. I don't want that. That's not good. No bueno. So, we'll see. We will see. You're limited to mobile and your PS4, so I'd need to get creative. Yeah, I don't know what exactly your options there are, you know? Hydrate? No, I'd rather die straight. No, Aunt, you're bad. But yeah, I turned the heating on. So that's nice. It's PP VTuber for PowerPoint. Yeah, obviously. Duh. We know this. Do you have asthma? No, not at all. I'm very fine, but I don't know. It feels a bit weird when the heating is suddenly on and it smells a little odd, you know? Things change. I don't like that. I started heating last week. Let's go. Heating. I mainly do it for Tenchi, honestly, because he has a little bit of a cold. Little Tenchi got a cold. That's insane. That never happened to him before. Well, I mean, he is older now, so maybe that can happen more often. So he got a cold, and it's like, well, he needs to get better, so we're gonna turn on the heating. I can't really adjust to temperature much. Understandable. Poor Tenchi, right? Poor baby. DM saying, I accidentally left the kitchen window open overnight. Oh no, now I'm sitting here with my outside jacket. Yeah, that'll happen. It's been snowing a lot, but today it's a little bit warmer, which I don't know if that's good or bad. It's kind of neutral, I guess. It's not like warm either, but it's warmer, so the snow is not gonna be around for too long. Oh my god, what is that? A cheer! I love how aware I am of things that happen. You cheered one! You cheered a thing! I'm like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, Juno's here too, Goldie. Thank you. I'll make custom things for cheers at one point. What the fuck is that? I looked at it. A bit! Let's go 1 bit! Amazing. Yeah, if you scroll down, by the way, I made the cards. What the fuck was it called? Slides? Nope, that's also not it. There's a name for it, but like the description thingy that's under the stream and also in the about section of the channel on Twitch. I made that yesterday, so that's there now. Let's go, 1 bit. Panels! Yeah, it's called I guess. I think it's called panels, yes. Random glowing circle. And in chat, random rotating shape, I think. Bitte ein Bit. Yes. Also, what is Juno doing? Getting ready for work and lurking. Oh, perfect. We're gonna have nice lunch today, too. My mom said, hey, let's go get Juno today. I'm like, okay, sure, why not? So we're gonna do that. I visited some of the people we rated just to just to remind them of our community, but be careful with that, actually. Little PSA. Usually it's not very good etiquette to bring up hey, other streamers or whatever, but if you were just like chilling there and whatever, then that's absolutely fine, of course. Just chilling there is cool and good, but yeah. I'm hoping the people we raid will try and interact with us at some point. Yeah, that would be very nice. Oh my god, a gift! No mames! A gift for Evan! Let's go! Hell yeah, let's go! Let's go, Evan, who's not here live, I think. Pretty busy today, as far as I know, but hey, that's my real life friend. Thank you very much. Also, I do have an animation for that. Thank you. Thanks for the gifted, Goldie. Yeah, that. I would like that too. But the thing is, of course, they usually stream after us, so, like, they can't really... No, I don't think anybody fucking streams before us. At least it would be hard to connect with people who stream, like, before us, so we're gonna have to see. No mames! Learning Spanish, I see. Pinche culero. Yes, I am learning Spanish because I'm watching my multilingual Minecraft server, so I know the best Spanish. Thank you very much. Also, bye, you gotta go now. Didn't even get past the introductions today. Happens sometimes, you know. Happens. Have a good one. And hello, Cassie. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Can't join today, but I hope you guys have the best stream. Kisses to you too. Thank you. Yeah, can I update the subscription goal? I don't know. I feel like that's like automatic. Because I don't even know where the fuck that is, first of all. Oh my god, more bits? I need an animation for the bits. It's so, like, it's ugly at default. I need to make a new one. You can. Should I? Yeah, of course. Why not? I don't even know where that is, because it did that automatically. Like, I didn't have to set it. Hi, Tanji. Hello. You're really good at cursing in Spanish. Thank you. It's the only thing I know. Pendejo, culero. Okay, cabron is not cursing, but that's another word I know. Little bits. They're very cute. The bits are very cute. Are you continuing from a message that I did read? Not yet. Okay. Isabel saying, it's just, you just did, hey, it's me from the Raiders. Just wanted to tell you that we like your stuff. I'm a chill your pog. Oh, right. That's good. That's nice. That's nice. Look at the little bits. I have no idea, like, what value this is. I'm just looking at it. Look at cute? Is it a nice noise? I like this noise. I'm thinking about which noise to replace it with if I do. But maybe I'll just keep it. Be-deep, be-deep, be-deep. 1 bit is 1 cent. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my god, that's 100 of them. I love everybody just trying it out. That's great. Follower goal to 90. Nice, nice, nice. Should be good. Sub goal, I don't know. Something realistic. My fucking... Dude, you're fucking up my fucking activity feed so much. It's all just cheer the bit, cheer the bit. Oh shit, a hype train. Oh, this is amazing. I love that. We're just getting derailed by figuring out how Twitch works, as we do sometimes. Hype train, hype train. Oh my god, Kenny, you know that song? Kenny in YouTube chat just quoting, I don't know how to say their name, but an artist that I know. Let's go. Let's go, hype train, baby. Amazing. I don't know what the fuck the sub goal should be. Just like, I don't know, like 10 or 20 ahead or something. I don't know. Oh my god, Twitch. Oh my god, Twitch. So new, so weird. Or maybe we already have a... Oh my god, you topped it off! Goldie topping it off with 101 bits. Very cute. Hype train, hype train. Let's go, let's go. Honestly, I don't even know where those options are, so Crow, you're so ahead of me. You are so ahead of me. The Twitch confusion is real because, like, there's 1, 2, 3, baby, 1, 2, 3, and ads. And ads on top of it all. Okay. we're really in it to win it today. But ads is a good idea and hydrate, because then there's no more pre-roll ads for a little while. Oh my god, another one, Goldie. No mames. No mames. 4, 5, 6. You're counting. The next should be 7, 8, 9. No, you don't have to. You don't have to. You are little chaos gremlins. I love that. Okay, we're gonna roll. I'm gonna drink and I'm gonna roll an ad right now. Hi, Siska. Hype train, hype train, hype train. So cute, so cute. Thank you, gamers. Ad time. It should start about when it has loaded right now. Hey, Siska, welcome into the chaos. Oh, you're saving them for an ad as well? If you can even hear this right now, I don't know. I don't know. Man, Twitch is funky. Twitch has so many cool, like, things that you can do. Also, I tried yesterday a lot to fix the follower thing, and I guess I succeeded. I just didn't know about that yet. Then I could have also done the other shit, I guess, but no. You see no ad? That's good. It's random. Not everybody sees an ad. I see that the ad is playing for some people, but, you know, and not for everyone. Yeah, hydrate is every 10 or 11 minutes now. Yes. Because otherwise it's a little bit much, right? It's a little bit much otherwise. I think 10 minutes is good. We could also do 5 maybe, but 10 sounds about all right today, I think. Holy shit, I looked at another page to set up a sub goal, and now it's +9 in activity feed. That's what I was saying. You won the bit war of 2023. Yeah, 30 minutes for ads. Because I don't want ads to be playing all the time. Also, hi, Thel. Privyet, Thel in YouTube chat. Hello. Privyet. Tenchi cheering in the background. Nothing new. It's literally 1984. I am trying to balance these in a way that's good. So on my to-do list, I've done the panels thing. I've done the followers, but I didn't do the rest of it because I thought it didn't work. Thank you, gamers. Thank you. And... I have not done the other things yet, but, you know, bit by bit, piece by piece. Thank you very much, Goldie. Thank you. Big shout-outs to both of you, Goldie and Ivaneko. Big shout-outs. And thank you, Crow, for setting up the follower goal. That's very cool. Hype train, never stop the hype train. Twitch is cute, right? Twitch is cute. It has a lot of cute little features. Oh my god, Goldie! No mames, culero! See, that's your reward. What do you get for sending bits? Being called an ass. Let's go. Asshole, specifically. There you go, level 2. Slay. What happens when a hype train level 2 happens? I don't even know. But that's cool. That's very cool. I don't know why, but your cool sounds so German. I'd like to say like cool. I like to say cool sometimes instead of like normal cool. It's a stylistic choice. Twitch ruined my life. Oh no. Cool, you know? because I think it sounds funny. That's all. That's the entire lore behind it. It's very cool. Hello there, Damakuno in YouTube chat as well. Water addicts everywhere. I mean, better than other addictions, right? Yeah, cool like that. I don't show up a lot, so I might as well come in with an entrance. That is very, very valid. I also like that your username on Twitch is, in fact, golden in color. That makes a lot of sense. You know, I do judge the colors that you choose, by the way. At least passively. I look at them. I take them in. I judge them. Nankarak has a very nice color. It's like pink. That's cute. Damakuno's saying, I'm going to visit a room, looking for cheaper places to rent. Ooh, good luck, good luck. That's always hard, depending on where you're at. I mean, in certain cities it's easier than others, but it's generally always hard, yeah. Oh yeah, you're gold fire. Exactly. You can choose the color. Yes, you can. Somewhere. Somewhere you can choose the color. Ivaneko, you're also pink. Nice pink as well. I love pink. Good pink. Good pink. Good pink. Good pink. Anyway, we should probably start looking at the docket and what is on it, and then not get through all of it. But, you know, maybe. Fella's saying in the description about heating is a joke, right? Heating costs don't scare you. Heating costs do scare me, but I did start heating today. I said that earlier before you joined. I did start heating the room today because Tenchi has a cold, honestly. Oh, you can do it with a command too? Oh, I didn't know that. I just knew like somewhere in the settings. I don't know. It's hard to find a place to rent here. 100%. Like, it's hard to find a place to rent, like, most places. It really sucks. It really sucks. Okay, gonna go sleep now. Have a great stream. 82. Thank you. Thank you, Goldie. Have a great sleep, culero. I say it with affection, you know. Pinche Goldie. Have a great stream. Nonna says, well, blank void says, I think it's a weird choice that your own name will always be shown to you in gray. Does it? Is it? I feel like I saw my name in color. But I don't know if that's like a setting thing. I don't know. I'd love to see German Winter. Maybe I can show you again. I had a picture of Tenchi on screen a couple days ago, where he was standing in the snow. Sometimes it's more snow than that, but usually it hasn't snowed in December like this for a while, so I'm not gonna complain. I'll be happy. Yeah, you see your name in pink too, right? Okay. I see my name in pink as well when I chat, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if here or not, like here maybe no, but I'll put the Tenchi pic back up again, but in the docket, so I can bring myself to go to the docket, which is what we need to do. Tenchi Snoshi. It's who he is. It's who he is. It's incredible hearing your cousin Spanish. Let's go! I'm glad to provide. I'm gonna learn more cursing in Spanish, because that's a lot what the people watch. What? That's not English. A lot of what the people say that I watch is a lot of cursing. Anyway, the snow. Snowshy. I'm green. Dabba-dee-dabba-die. Not for me yet, but maybe soon. Perhaps soon. Dabba-dee-dabba-die, dabba-dee-dabba-die. It's Tenchi! It's the baby! You've never seen Snow IRL? Damn. Isabel's saying I've started to take my title as chat union representative a little too seriously during raids. I just showered the raided with love and appreciation, more of a no thank you for what you are doing. You are welcome. If you ever come by our thing. Yeah, I mean that's very sweet. That's very sweet. Gotta find the balance between taking it too seriously and not, I suppose. You've also never seen Snow IRL? Rough. That's rough. That is very rough. It's the snow baby. Also, hi Victor. Hello. And hello Joestar. Hello. Gamers, you should go. And hello Lord Peace in YouTube chat. Hello. You should take a little trip to a country that has snow. You know, just once maybe, right? I'll leave once the hype train is done. Good. Test. I still see you in orange, to me at least. No, okay, in this screen you're the different color. Maybe if I refresh it, you can be the other color. This is important. I would have to refresh it probably. Which fucking layer is my chat, dude? I have way too many layers. There you are. Maybe now, if you type again. Très important. Yeah. Or now it's just gone forever. No, never mind, it came back. Even when I went to places that snowed, they had the warmest in insert season here, and it didn't snow for the first time in insert number of years. Yeah, I mean, last year we didn't really have much snow, so yeah, that's fair, but there you go. Let's give me the train. Oh, yeah, let's go. You have the little train. Oh, it even shows up in chat. That's so cute. Let's go, little train. Let's go. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So what is on our docket today? We should at least give it a rundown. Okay, it's been 22 minutes. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. Prediction started. I'm not even gonna look, but I know what the prediction is. Well, I'm not gonna tell you what you should vote for. Let's look at the docket so you can make a good prediction, right? We're gonna talk about doxing. We're gonna watch a video, but not the entire video, from fucking Kyo or whatever his name is. And we're gonna be talking about doxing, as well as this one tweet that is related to it. But that's just one tweet. Then I want to mention, at least quickly, the Hbomberguy video. I pulled up a meme here that Crow had sent us. Just because I want to talk about it a little bit. Obviously, we're not going to react to the fucking video. It's 3 hours long. That's not going to happen. That wouldn't be a good idea. Also, hi, Purple. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. And I would also mention the Riroron stuff, but not in a lot of detail. So there you go. I refreshed Twitch. Why doesn't it work? I don't know. I don't know. I see it in Twitch chat. I see the new color. Maybe next stream. Perhaps next stream? Actually, the video is 4 hours long. Yeah, oh, my bad. And then we already get into Palestine coverage, but it's a lot of coverage, so, you know, there's that. We have a little Germany section in there. I'm gonna mention the AI article, but I haven't fully read it yet because it's very long and I would like to take notes and everything. Then we have general updates, a lot of those. Then we have our solidarity segment, as always. And then we have, I guess that is like a separate incident segment. We could name that separately as well, student shot. Because that is the incident that happened. Germany, it's not Pog though, it's not Pog. Yeah, you're still orange in the video. I don't know why though. I don't know why. It didn't update because I did refresh it, so I don't know. Then we have another people to raid, maybe, and the interesting video that I've been pushing for multiple dockets now, because we never got to it. Maybe we'll watch this video, if we have the time to do that. I'm here. Are you anti-Deutsch? I'm new here. Are you anti-Deutsch? No. Well, depends on how you... depends on how you view that, I suppose. These are not positive Germany news in the segment that we found. These are just more repression and stuff. I mean, the concept of Deutschland as a state is not my favorite, but you know, I'm not like, I am German, in case you didn't know that. Hi, hello, I'm from here. It's my job to criticize this because that's me. I'm not gonna tell you which way to vote. Today, we will watch Hbomberguy's video and give commentary. See, I said we don't do that, so there we go. Yeah, you're blue inside chat. You're still blue inside chat. That's what bothered me. Oh, wait, you want to be orange? Okay, I don't know. Raid pulls out my Viking set and my rubber battle axe. Yes. I love the anti-Chris. Anti-Chris? I was just curious about the Palestine coverage. You will see. Yes, you want orange. Okay, I see orange. Very good. Yeah, I don't know why it's not orange on... Like, I see orange as well on the thing. I don't know. Anyway, we should get started because we have a lot to look at. We're gonna start with something that's a bit more... Well, I mean, it's not really lighthearted. I was gonna say a bit more lighthearted. I guess compared to Palestine, yes. But otherwise, not so much. It's a little video that we're going to be talking about. Like I said, probably not the entire video, because I didn't intend on covering the idol scandal much. If we wanted to suggest a topic, do we need a link or images just work? It depends. I mean, if you just have like an image that you want me to talk about, and if I know what to say about it, or if I have something to say about it, I can do that. But if not, then not. I mean... You know, we have the channel in the Discord where you can send submissions in. Compared to Palestine, pretty much everything is lighthearted. Yeah, that's the thing. Also, Damakuna saying Google Maps saying I'll reach home late due to traffic, but we have trains here. Let's go trains. Yeah, I just got the meme you sent. It's still in fucking Russian, like Tisach. It's 1,000. I was like, 11 hearts? That's weird. 11 likes, but it's actually 11,000, I'm pretty sure. So there's that. Yeah, instead of thousands of people being murdered, it's one person potentially being murdered. In comparison, lighthearted. Okay, let's start. Serious. We get our serious hats on. So serious. So serious. So serious. Please play. Thank you. It's an 8-minute video, but we're not even gonna watch the entire thing, I think. Because I only care about the coverage. It's by Kyo. Kyo is a little questionable sometimes in the way that he covers stuff, but you know. It's been linked to me, so I think it's worthwhile. Hi Wires, hello over there. My serious hat is a Chester one. Fair enough. Literally trying to call Congress over Palestine made me emotional. 100%. Yeah, understandable. Okay, is this too loud? I think it was a little loud.
Recently, VTubers were doxxed, and I'm not going to touch into why they may have been doxxed, who doxxed them, how they were doxxed, or anything like that. I also won't mention—
Well, yeah, don't show the dox. Number one step when talking about doxing happening, don't show the dox. But, like, we know who has been doxed, by the way. Which I will tell you? I mean, I can tell you who has been doxed. I don't know. I don't know the dogs. I haven't seen the dogs.
Mention who was doxxed.
Don't show the dogs.
If you know who was doxxed, please do not mention it in the comment section or let people know. This is, of course, just—
I mean, I think everybody knows who, though. I think
to not
in this
spread
community.
the dox any further. What I'm going to be talking about today is VTubers celebrating the dox because they do not like this VTuber, which is quite honestly some disgusting behavior. Just because you dislike someone does not mean you need to celebrate their doxing.
He has Persona music in the background, by the way. I did want to mention that because every time I hear that now, I'm like, ooh, Persona music in the background. Who let the dogs out? I absolutely do not. You absolutely did not. So, like, how long should I let him talk? Is this segmented so I know when he stops? Yeah, okay. This is like, oh, it's the whole half of the video. Okay. Because, like, of course I want to share my own thoughts on it, but I want him to get his thoughts on it out first, and or the tweets and everything. That's good, honestly, that's pretty good. Having zero knowledge of what's going on in the VTuber community at any time is a good state of being, I think. Correct. Persona supports doxing. No. I mean, kind of.
Be very dangerous, not just for them, but their loved ones and people around them. Especially a dox on this scale. But anyways, let's jump into the first person talking about this, saying today is officially one of my favorite days of 2023. My wedding, the doxing of said VTuber. They then went on to try and justify—
That was a big blur. That was a huge blur. It's because he scrolled probably and accidentally showed this. You gotta be careful with your editing, you know? You gotta be careful with your editing. The Phantom Doxers. Holy shit. You are, yeah, truly, Blank is the most blessed of us all. Well, okay, I'll give you my opinion already. I think doxing is not the answer. It depends on, does it depend, or is it just blanket statement even? I could have thought about this before I started talking about it. No, I never do that. I think doxing is generally not the answer, especially when it's, you know, done from our camp, you know, we are like, our camp, their camp, if you want to talk like that, like right winger camp, left winger camp. If the other camp doxes our camp, that's bad because obviously we don't want to be doxed. But if we dox the other camp, then it's like it reflects badly on our camp. You know what I mean? Although I have heard that was actually not the case in this scenario, apparently. I guess we're going to be talking about it anyway because I'm pretty sure the name, we could actually pull that up ahead. I'm pretty sure the name is included in this tweet and I feel like everybody knows about it anyway. Because everybody knows who the fuck we're talking about. This person tweeting, Rev says that's the guy, spending years trying to cultivate a target audience of online bigots only for them to dox him when he's deemed not transphobic enough. Feels like some Shakespearean irony. Apparently that is what happened. Did you know that? Apparently that is what happened. I was not aware of that. I did not think that would be what would have happened, you know? Like, what? Yeah, doxing and swatting are 100% messed up. Like, that traumatizes people 100%. And it's like, especially with somebody like Rev. First of all, as you can see, the person who did the doxing was not like a leftist who was upset at his bad rhetoric. It was, in fact, a weird transphobic person who is upset at not enough bad rhetoric, which surprises me so much. Like, dude, I was taken aback by finding out this information, but like in general, especially with somebody like Rev, like yes, he's annoying, and yes, he has bad points, and yes, he has a huge audience to whom he can peddle his bad points, but I still don't think that like doxing is the measured response, especially with somebody like Rev. Like you can still just debunk their points. I feel like that's still doable. I usually roll my eyes at we shouldn't celebrate when bad things happen to people, but doxing and swatting are things I do agree shouldn't happen, right? Like, it's like there's one level of consequences, and then there's another level of consequences that like supersedes the thing that has triggered these consequences to happen, you know? Like, it's an escalation above, a level above of what should happen. Like, yeah, the consequences should happen for the things that he does. But, like, doxing is not one of them, I think. Also, the person replying to this is saying, wait, Rev not transphobic enough? Okay, what the fuck happened here? Because also, I don't know. I would love to know, like, the context of this, because I am confused as hell, but alright. But alright. Joser is also saying, so from what I understand, the people who dox him are from 4chan, like website called Wojak Party. Holy shit, really? Yeah, we can definitely celebrate Henry Kissinger's death, 100%. Like that is a level where, yeah, the amount of evil that he has done, and also he died of natural causes, he wasn't even murdered or anything. Yeah, you can definitely celebrate that, in my opinion, at least. But for Rev, it's like, okay, his rhetoric is harmful, but he doesn't do like that much direct action and stuff like that. I don't trust guys with cute fluffy ears and tails. So true. Also, Crow, which one? The take they had a problem with from him is trans characters can be included in anime. That was the take they had a problem with? Holy shit, okay. I mean, you know, there's always going to be one level more unhinged, right? Like, there's always going to be another level of unhinged. It never stops. It never stops. It only gets worse. There's always one person who's even worse than the person that you're talking about right now. He died and you're laughing? Understandable. Have a great day. For Kissinger, 100%. Even Echo says, I feel like the bad part about content like Refs isn't bad points, but just him especially targeting Twitter users with almost no followers to send his viewers to hate. I was thinking about this too, because like that is the closest thing that's equivalent to what happened to him, I suppose, but it's not quite an equivalency because it's just, in quotation marks, just their Twitter account. Although, of course, by putting his the big spotlight that his channel does have onto tiny creators that maybe have like 100 followers on Twitter or something, that is undoubtedly harmful. But at the same time, I still think he shouldn't be doxxed, you know. You know. I mean, doxing violent neo-Nazis is one thing, but just a dude in their room making videos is something completely else. Yeah, he's not on that level quite yet. No, he is definitely not. He's one of those people who thinks they're centrist, but they're actually right-leaning, and also they really don't care about other individuals on the internet either, but not to the point of doxing them. Like, he just doesn't care, I think, about what, like, his influence does to people that he talks about and puts in his videos. I don't know if I'm sure with some people he's actively malicious as well, though. With some people he's actively malicious by putting their comments into his videos. But, you know, it's not quite the same level yet, you know? So they doxed him because they thought he was supporting the maker of the incest game, whom they think is trans. Oh, is that why, actually? That as well. Oh, okay. God. See, that's the problem, though. Like, you can see that, right? As a content creator or as a person, whatever, right? If you pander to an audience that is leaning right and leaning into, like, hatred and bigotry a lot, if you keep peddling content in their direction and supporting them, you do reap what you sow in a way. Like, I do see the irony of it, right? I do see the irony of it a little bit, because I'm pretty sure Rev would have also been one of those people to claim that leftists online are so quick to dox and do whatever the fuck and send death threats or whatever he would accuse us of doing. But in the end, for him, it was other more severe right-wingers who doxed him, which, you know, At least from what I heard of that. I guess that makes sense, yeah. Of course, he doesn't deserve to be doxxed, but I can't fault anyone celebrating it, especially if they've been harmed by him directly. I think so too, because also on another level, like, celebrating it happening, I wouldn't do it personally, right? That's why I haven't. Wow, surprise, shocker. Because also I haven't been negatively impacted by Rev personally, so, you know, I'm good, I'm vibing. I make content off of him, actually. Like, I wouldn't do it personally, but celebrating it and actually spreading it or doing the doxing are, of course, two different things as well, right? Not yet. This is true. Not yet. Isabel saying, guys, Nazis think everyone is trans or Jewish. They'll blame a sneeze on the trans or the Jews. They do that. There's no logic to it. They'll think a trans wizard replaced their family with replicas that are woke. Some of them are very brain broken like that, yeah. Spreading it is obviously disgusting, exactly. That's why you gotta draw a line. You gotta draw a line between those things as well. Like, condemning people for celebrating it, it's like, well, maybe they shouldn't, but it's like not the worst thing that you can do, basically, especially if you've been personally impacted by the hatred that Rev has sent their way, then I feel like it's sort of understandable. But of course, spreading it or even doing it, God forbid, that's something else. That's something else. Yeah, no, doxing is bad. It's just him who's at risk. It's also his loved ones. Exactly. That's the problem, right? That is the problem. It doesn't just affect him, it also affects his family if he lives at home or whatever. So, you know. Not with Rev, but with a German VA and streamer? What? No way. Anyway, I want to finish watching the video. Chat's going a little fast to respond to everything right now. So
their reasoning for celebrating this dox, right, which again, there is no good reason to celebrate a dox. Unless, of course, that person is like actually an awful person that deserves jail time. But in this case, this person does not deserve to be doxed. Also, people are claiming,
I mean, Rev is not a great person. Let's put that out there, though. We've talked about it at length already. Rev is not a great person. So, like, if you say, okay, sometimes you can celebrate a dox, then when can you celebrate a dox? Like, what does the person need to have done? You say jail time. Well, I mean, he's been doing some defamation, maybe. I don't know. Does he know? I don't know if he knows, actually. Like, I mean, there is some arguments as well, other arguments that might be in favor of Rev getting arrested. So, like, where exactly is the line? Where would you draw the line? Does Kyo just not know anything about Rev and is just claiming that? Or is he sympathetic to the various things that Rev likes? I don't know. Yeah, this is also extremely weird. He censors the tweet, but he shows the handle. Showing the handle in this situation is just like calling out smaller Twitter users. It's not hard to crop out a username. Yeah, like, if you're blurring the tweet, you can blur the... Like, why even show it at this point? Are you going to show it? Because otherwise this is... Like, you don't even know what the fuck that person said. Is this the docs? What is this? I don't know what this is.
Done by their own community and people like them, and it wasn't done by anyone in their community whatsoever. But this had other VTubers saying,
wait, what? Yes, it was, kind of. Like, it was more so done by their community than by any of the people that you're showing in this video. Wait, can I rewind that? I actually didn't get all of that.
In this case, this person does not deserve to be doxxed. Also, people are claiming that this was done by their own community and people like them, and it wasn't done by anyone in their community whatsoever. But
I mean, it was like no. Then I was right. It was way closer to his community than it was to anybody that you're showing right now. Like, what?
This had other VTubers saying, wait, really? Let's go, celebrating the docs, of course, with the original person that posted the first meme posting a reply meme as well to that response. Others saying, simply put, karma. And then there are, of course, even more VTubers celebrating the dox. I also saw a VTuber trying to state that this VTuber had doxed them themselves, so they deserve to be doxed, when again, there is no proof shown that this VTuber had doxed anyone, because they never did. They've never
I haven't seen him doxing anyone yet. I mean, I could have missed it, but no, I don't think there's any proof of that. What he does do, though, is shine a spotlight on smaller creators and send his fucking thousands of followers who just don't use their brain and just take whatever he says as 100% truth and good and gospel was the word that I was looking for, after them, right? So that's something that he does in fact do habitually again and again. So, you know, it's not like he's done nothing, all right? Yeah, Taiga was a different case altogether. I didn't talk about that in too much detail. I think it was connected with Marina, if you know anything about that, but if not, then, you know, that's like a different rabbit hole.
Condone doxing and never told anyone in their community to dox anyone whatsoever. Now, this tweet had garnered a lot of attention from people actually really upset that they're celebrating this dox, like Hexa saying, yeah, this is really nasty. We're all content creators doing a job supporting someone being doxed the day before their wedding, by the way, because you disagree with their content is gross. It could happen to any of us, and I know you'd feel awful if people reacted this way if it happened to you.
I mean, like, I really didn't start this video with the intention of, with any intention, as a matter of fact. I just wanted to condemn that the dox happened to begin with. That was the main intention, actually, which I still do, by the way. Just saying, because you disagree with their content, it's like, it is a step above disagreeing or whatever the fuck you're trying to allege here. Like, the content is harmful. Like, the content is actually harmful, as a matter of fact, because, like we said, he shows the usernames and handles of people who are much, much smaller than him and puts them on blast and everything and criticizes their tweets and all of that. Sometimes he even has specific users that he especially dislikes and then says, look, this person is tweeting this, look at them. That's one thing. And of course, the rhetoric in general being kind of like right-leaning. But, you know, yeah, the point stands, even if Kyo is a bit of a pick-me. Yes. Yeah, and the entire lolicon shit too. Additionally, hello, bro, hello. There is no VTuber that I could watch tonight, Zecke, anyway. Hello, Zecke. Hi, I am here. I am here, as always.
To you. Someone else said, that is not something to celebrate. It doesn't matter how much you dislike someone. This is not the solution.
See, I would agree with that. I would agree that doxing is in fact not the solution to the problem. Because, like, also the doxing is probably not going to make him go away or anything. Like, I would be surprised if it had that effect. He'll just be even, I don't know. I don't quite know. I don't quite know what type of effect this will have on his content, if any, you know, might not at all. Of course, once again, the people celebrating and the people who actually, the person who actually did the dox are two completely different groups of people. Because this is something that Kyo is also not talking about, which we've learned earlier. Like, the people who are celebrating this, they are not the ones who did it, right? They're not, like, nobody from their group, even though wouldn't be like an official group anyway, did this, so it wasn't like they were seeking it out as a solution. So, you know, hi Yoite, hello.
Someone else said, being happy about someone being doxxed is incredibly disappointing and I hope you can become better than this. Another one said, you're a disgusting person and I hope your celebrating of a person being doxxed keeps you from having success in life, as now people will only see you as this vile person with no regard for the health and safety of others. When your day of reckoning comes, I will point and laugh.
Whatever, yeah. That's what I was thinking too. Even Echo, I'm like, ooh. I looked at that profile picture. I'm like, okay, I know who you are. I don't need to hear anything else. Exactly. Also, like the last line of this tweet. Why did you showcase this one, Kyo? Why did you showcase this one? I personally wouldn't have showcased this one if I was you, because this seems just as malicious. But all right, okay. all right.
And I saw some other people saying that they wish this VTuber gets doxxed in return, and I do not think that's the answer. I don't, think
so
anyone deserves to be doxxed. Other people have said things like happy for their downfall, but not the doxing. I just don't think doxing is okay regardless of who it is, and I completely agree with that statement.
I thought their name was Pepito for a second, but their name is in fact not Pepito. But yeah, like, he needs consequences for his actions, as we've said, but doxing is probably not the consequence that they should have chosen. Also, once again, it was not them. It's not the leftists who did this. It's not the fucking trans people who did this. It's the exact opposite group. So, you know. Oh, you're back. Don't tell anyone though. I'll be completely quiet. I'll be so quiet. I'm back in this chat because I'm a wild card. You're crazy. You're crazy with it. Yeah, this is kind of like, the reporting is a little bit questionable. Not that that's news or anything, but, you know.
I have never once in my life thought that someone I dislike deserved to be doxxed.
I mean, I think there might be some people on the internet who could deserve that. Although, I feel like still there's other consequences that people could receive rather than doxing. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm retracting my statement. You know, I was thinking of like the worst people ever, like fucking Henry Kissinger, but Henry Kissinger wasn't like on the internet, really, right? So I'm pretty sure people knew all of that shit anyway, like with fucking high-ranking politicians and stuff. They kind of usually do know where they live and their full names and all of that shit, so there isn't really, like, that's not even a question at that point. I don't know. I feel like there's other consequences that people can be faced with instead of doxing, right? Right. Yeah, deplatforming, for instance, deplatforming, social demonization, and a firm slap, perhaps. Who doxed Henry Kissinger? Yeah, I just think it feels like a normal comparison to make, right? It feels like a good comparison to make. It's like, okay, Kissinger died recently, people celebrated, and that's obviously okay. Now this is happening and people celebrate, and that is not as okay. Why is that? Yeah. Also,
as I said at the beginning of the video, doxing is a very dangerous situation, not just for the person doxed,
exactly,
but for everyone around them. It could lead to people going to their home and stalking them and causing them physical harm, and at worst, ending their life. Now,
yeah, like, there's the platforming, I would much prefer a deplatforming than a doxing. Yes, 100%.
That last one is the most
yeah, and nobody murdered Kissinger. That too. Yeah, actually, nobody did anything to Kissinger. It just happened as it, should have. He was fucking 100 years old. Even Echo saying, TBH, if YouTube would fight hateful vids more, this would be much less of a problem. Yeah, right? I think so too. Exactly. That's like what we're talking about with deplatforming and everything, with their rules and all of that. But it's not in place. Interesting question. This reminds me of what's the difference between justice and revenge. Like a thin line. Yeah, it is a bit of a thin line, I feel like. Yeah. I get that. I vibe with that. It's like a bit of a hard line to draw sometimes, because there should be consequences, but it shouldn't like spiral into something that becomes like condemnable once again. TLDR, doxing is not the answer. That's what we arrive at, okay? Also, Siska saying, we can still hope that Rev does what Somerton did and just, leave. Yeah, like Somerton just deleting. God, we'll get to that. I'll talk about that briefly. Everybody who hasn't finished watching the Hbomberguy video yet, do that. And otherwise, I will spoil you a little bit. Gotta go do bank adults. Oh, not the bank. I'm so sorry, Victor. Blank also saying there's a big difference between celebrating bad things happening to bad people and cheering on bad actions being committed on bad people. True. Yeah, actually, that's a really good point. That is a really good point that differentiates these things, because, one thing was done to someone and one thing just kind of happened because, the fucker died of old age. Yeah. I don't have 4 hours right now, so I could just tell me. I will tell you. I will give you a TLDR. But we gotta finish this section of this video first, because there's still more.
Case, but it could happen. Hexa then went on to tweet, I don't know, man, if you're giggling and kicking your feet over people being doxxed for liking a video game, I think you need to take a long look in the mirror.
Well, I mean, yes, I agree. But also, that's not the truth. That's not the extent of what Rev does. Like, that is the reason, I suppose, why he got doxxed in the end, because, again, the creator was trans, and the person who doxxed him was a transphobe. But like the people who are celebrating this dogs are not celebrating it because he likes this one video game. Like that's a oversimplification that doesn't capture the whole scope of the situation at all. Yeah, if Rev accidentally doxed himself, cheering about it would be totally different. That's very true. That's very, very true. And free speech does not mean freedom of consequences. Exactly. We're gonna just measured consequences is what we want.
This shit could happen to...
I mean, that's what I just heard in chat. I don't know. I'm just repeating what chat said. Is it actually true, though? I think so. The creator was trans. I thought people were the Lulu transvestigators, maybe, but the chat says they weren't, and I just trust
any of us. I hope if it happens to you, people will show empathy. I think it's especially bad when a VTuber is celebrating the dox of another VTuber. The whole idea behind VTubing...
Also, quick question, why are his windows off-centered? Like, this space is way smaller than this space. Is this intentional? Why don't you just move it a little bit to the right? Why are you in a church? In a giant empty church with weird perspective? But also you have a gamer chair and a weirdly long and open desk. I never thought about this, but right now I needed to speak up. Like, what the fuck's even going on in your setup, dude? I'm just confused. Gamer church. Gamer
church. Hide your presence and be a different person. A lot of VTubers will play characters and not show who they truly are. They will never show their name. They will never show their face. So seeing a VTuber celebrating another VTuber being doxxed is just...
I feel like there's no difference between a doxing between a, in quotation marks, normal person, I guess, on the internet, like fucking Jax Films or somebody, and a VTuber. Like, I don't know. I don't think there's a difference there. Just because one person doesn't show their face and the other one does, I feel like doxing is bad either way. Like, I guess focusing on the real issue I see, right? It's like, well, these people are VTubers. And VTubers shouldn't be doxed. Now, real people, real again, in quotation marks. Now, real people, not that big of a deal. But VTubers, those are the only ones who value their privacy. I'm like, I don't think it makes that much of a difference, but, you know.
Just
okay.
Disgusting to me. Like, the VTuber that people dislike a lot isn't even the only person that was affected by this dox, as they also dox someone very close to them. So people celebrating that VTuber...
Yeah, their fiancé, probably. Or now wife. You can be doxxed if you show your face. You cannot be doxxed if you show your face. It's true, right? People already know your face. Hence, they already know your home address. This is true. As if flesh tubers are even real, right?
Being doxxed are also celebrating someone else close to them that was not involved whatsoever being doxxed as well. Quite honestly, a disgusting situation. Please just let me know what you all think about that down below. And again, please do not inform people of who was doxxed and do not spread the dox.
Yeah, I already did inform people of who was, because everybody here knows. Like, people know. It's fine. I'm not gonna, don't seek it out. If you seek it out and if you spread it, I'm gonna go personally hunt you down and tell you to stop. I was going to describe that in more vicious detail, but no, why? Let's not actually. Yeah, his coverage has never been very good. From what I've heard, Kyo usually covers things in a bad way, from what I know. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's like a tiny... TM saying, by the way, over in YouTube chat, it's a bit different since VTubers want more privacy. Jackson's full name was out there, but most VTubers aren't. But yeah, we still agree that, which you also said, that doxing is bad for everybody. I feel like, yeah, some VTubers want more privacy for sure. I feel like others just like the funky little avatar, but you know. But you know, you would never. Good. I'm glad. Hello, personal hunter Zecke. What should I do to have your attention? It won't be good attention. You won't even see it coming. I'm a trained sniper. I have 200 confirmed kills. Something. Seppo saying, I just remembered Musk being doxxed when he was watching a football match around thousands of people. Oh yeah, right? That kind of that happened too, right? It's always at least a bit clumsy, but I don't think it's ever malicious. From like this guy, his presenting and stuff, Kyo's either hiding his power level or is on the edge of right wing. Might be. It's possible. The way he reports is just not very good from what we have seen so far. take a bullet on you when you least expect it. It's true. Even Echo's saying, TBH, I think it's on, it's not a matter of VTuber or not. Yeah, just a matter of what the creator is comfortable with. That too. Yeah, 100%. Like, there's a difference. You know, some people are more open with their real life stuff and some people are less open with it. In general, of course, never share your address. If you're a creator, don't do that. Bad things will happen. Everybody who I've ever heard about just sharing their address didn't go very well. Now, there is some people whose addresses are out there because of doxes or otherwise. I know of some streamers who had been doxed in the past, and basically everybody knows where they live, and they're just kind of vibing in a tentative situation, but you know, it's not good. It's not great. Don't release your address, and try not to get your address to go released and go public, of course. Didn't Elon just must get booed when he went to the Valorant Championships tournament? Damn, if even the Valorant crowd can't get you, like, oof, that's rough. That's rough. I got doxed once, never again. Yeah, it's not good, obviously. I mean, you know that. Yeah, that's what. By the way, Seppo, that was exactly who I was referring to. one of the people that I was referring to, who doxed themselves just for funsies. Metalloider. Anyway. Moving on, I'll give you a quick TLDR about the Hbomberguy video. I recommend watching the Hbomberguy video. It's really good. It was very informative and very entertaining. It didn't just cover James Somerton, but it covered, like, the second half of it was mainly focused on James Somerton. And it was really, really good. See, this is a little meme about it. YouTuber James Somerton releases suspiciously familiar 4-hour apology video. Because this guy, James Somerton, somebody who marketed himself as a queer content, I mean, he is queer, that part is not fake, as a queer content creator, video essayist, turns out this guy stole, like, everything he ever made. What the hell? Yeah, bro literally just said, come to me, and just doxed himself. He literally did, yeah. Metal Seppo. I don't think that's 70 chess. No, I don't think so. I like long form content. Me too. I like watch it in little bits, you know, when I have the time to do so. I think it was only 2 bits or something. I did have a lot of time when the video came out. So it's about this guy, James Somerton, who just basically plagiarized his entire YouTube channel. Like, any fucking video essay he ever posted is just completely plagiarized. It's actually astonishing how little own input he had in his videos. And it's crazy because a lot of my friends who I have and talked to about this video said that they watched some of his videos and thought they were pretty good, partially, right? It's like, huh, damn, they really got you. I knew his face. I, like, recognized his face, but I feel like I've never watched a full video. I'm not so sure. I don't think I ever watched a full video. Maybe I did, like, 1 or something, but clearly it didn't leave a lot of an impact because I cannot remember what it was. So that is the TLDR of this situation. And I find that astonishing. I find this very astonishing. Yeah, you don't recognize the guy. That's fair enough. Even Neko said that you watched some videos of his and liked them. Yeah, a lot of people had this opinion. See, Siska always knew that James was a rat. You knew it. Some of Somerton's takes were wildly out there. He did, like, videos on anime as well, apparently, and tried to present himself as a queer anime expert when he was not an anime expert in the slightest. Like, his knowledge on, like, the subject is so sparse, you could really tell, even though he was copying a lot of shit, that, you know, he just didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. Yeah, Hbomberguy video is 4 hours long. Do it in portions if you want. It also covers Internet Historian not being great, which I think I knew at one point, then forgot about, and then just watched this video. I also watched Man in Cave, for instance, right? And I liked it. Angel Tail, hello. 13 hours ago, Ref actually uploaded a video about the Hbomberguys. Yeah, true, plagiarism, and focused on reading Twitter comments. Of course, he defended Internet Historian, right? I heard about that. Because Internet Historian used to make very right-wing content, like right-wing reactionary, SJWs get owned type of content. And now he doesn't anymore, but he plagiarizes instead. The thing I find so interesting, You didn't watch Man Cave. It was a fun video. I think I watched it when it came out. I think I watched the first version of it. I mean, it's a good article, right? And they made visuals for it. So, like, yeah, it's an enjoyable video. But they should have just asked the person who wrote the article if they could, like, make a video based on the article and credit the person who wrote the article. And then it would have been absolutely all right. But alas, that did not happen. Yeah, you wrote a bit on Rev's video. I did saw that. I did see that. English. Woo! Could be a reaction stream. I think so too. I'm like, maybe we could do this if we have time today after our Palestine coverage. Probably not, but alas. The thing I find so baffling about this is, like, you're doing all the work. I personally find copying from other people, and by copying, I mean citing sources, I find that kind of hard. I find that is a lot of work. That's, like, the biggest chunk of work that I always, found tedious in university. Because in university, you basically have to do what Somerton does, but not lie about it, right? Kind of, in a sense. You have to pull up a lot of sources from fucking academic articles and stuff like that and cite them correctly and use them in your work. That's, like, the main thing that you do. Citing them correctly being extremely important in that case. That's, like, the one thing that people always tell you. You don't want to make it come across as though these are your own thoughts, because then it's plagiarism. This is exactly what James Somerton did. But I always found that to be super tedious. If I could just write my own thoughts, I would have been way, way happier about it. Which, of course, yeah, that isn't the academic process. I understand that. I mean, I get it. But also, I find it way more fun to come to, like, I don't know, you analyze my own shit. I don't know. So I don't get it. What if you don't use sources? Then you're not gonna get very far. Then you're gonna fail. They don't really appreciate that very much, usually. Hi, Satan Ninja, hello. Internet historian is still right-wing. He just hides it in his videos. I would assume so, especially because all the right-wingers came to his defense, as I saw in the Hbomberguy video. It's like, he just doesn't make the content anymore, but he still holds the beliefs. That's fair enough. No, in academia, you don't use 95% of other people's idea and occasionally add your own dumb thoughts. No, it's a bit different. It's a bit different, especially because you actually have to say, hello, this is the other person that wrote this and not actually me. What else were you saying? Yeah, the early internet historian videos of his main format were stuff about, like, he will not divide us and other stuff kind of aggrandizing / pull. But he eventually grew out of it. So don't hold it against him. Maybe that was in response to you then in the chat. At least he doesn't make this content anymore. That's true. But his, like, support base still remains a bit, right? Oh no, I swallowed my water wrong. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna pass away. No, it wasn't actually that bad. That one cough kind of cleared it up. I think. Maybe? Am I still dying? Thank you. I took another sip, which of course I couldn't have done without your support. You okay there? Yeah. I drank my water wrong. It's hard, it's hard work being a streamer. Yeah, Hbomberguy said a lot on why people plagiarize, and it shows contempt for the original creator. Like, contempt, disregard, especially. I feel like it just can't be fun. That's, like, my personal and not important opinion, hence why I didn't make it a real segment, or at least I'm not trying to. It's just a quick aside, because, like, I cannot possibly imagine this being fun. Like, just taking work and rewording it. Like, don't you want to share your own thoughts? Don't you have your own thoughts that you want to share in your videos? Well, we did see some of James Somerton's own thoughts in his videos, as Hbomberguy also pointed out, being mainly misogyny, right? Like, being mad at women specifically. So, fun? Who needs fun when there's money? Yeah, that's the big thing, isn't it? Who needs fun when there's money to be made? And apparently he was making enough. He is friends with Muda, however, who is incredibly based. This is true. Maybe he's actually, like, grown a bit. Who knows? The fun was never the goal. The goal was making money and being perceived as intelligent. Yeah, that's, like, something that I just personally cannot relate to at all. Like, I see that, I understand it, right? Obviously. But it's just personally, I look at that and I'm like, wow, I couldn't see myself there. I cannot see myself there. Which, I mean, duh, obviously. A lot of people cannot see themselves there, evidently. But I don't know. It boggles the mind. Mine specifically. 4-hour apology with ukulele combo. I hope so. A 4-hour musical performed completely on the ukulele. Ripped off from, I don't know, wherever. Oh, good points, gamers, good points. That was supposed to be an American torture method, not a Russian one. Waterboarding, holy shit. So yeah, that's the TLDR on that. That is TLDR on that, because I wanted to voice that thought, even though, you know, it's very much just a vibe check. How many sponsor breaks can you put in a 4-hour apology video? Oh, a good few, I think. Oh god, one time I was watching a musical, I think, or an opera. I don't remember. It was either a musical or an opera. I think it was an opera, actually, on YouTube with my mom. And in the preview, you could see how many ads they had put into this upload of this opera. Tenchi remembers this too, and he's outraged. There was so many. It was like all yellow, like all little ad breaks. But the thing is, YouTube is like, let's not play all of those. That's a bit too many. So they didn't play that often. Which thank fuck. We watched it on the TV. The TV doesn't have ad block. It is what it is sometimes. It is what it is. Ads in the apology video, you gotta. You lost a lot gambling here. Maybe you'll win it again. Preach, Tenchi. Preach. Definitely a queer musical without credit. Yep, he should do falsettos. That one's my favorite, personally. I can't participate in prediction because I'm the one who says what the outcome is on Twitch. That's true, yeah. You want your points. You'll have the chance again. Hello, Aaron. Also, this is a even shorter aside. This is just me saying I will not be talking about the Riroron stuff because I don't think me covering it is gonna be, like, adding much to it. I think the whole situation is just sad, and it's not, I wouldn't be able to make much of a statement on VTuber culture because it's mostly just mental health, right? I guess I could make a statement on that a little bit. That's the part that I could comment on, but even then it's just like, yeah, it's sad. It's sad what's happening. It's kind of yeah, it's wild, right? It's wild and wildly sad too, I think, personally. So if you want to look into that, just Google it. I'm sure you'll find it. Should be pretty easy to find if you just Google, like, Riroron situation or something. It's a VTuber thing. Although, honestly, the thing that is the controversy is pretty irrelevant from VTubing. Again, hence why I think I couldn't commentate on it much. It's just things that happen sometimes. It's a much drama and sadness, basically, right? Yeah. Today is really I lack crucial content for every context for every segment day for me, huh? Don't worry, we'll be moving on swiftly to something where we all have some context on. Yeah, long story short, play needy streamer overload. Like, actually though, it's very similar to that. As Zecke saying, I was under the impression that VTubing started out bad and has slowly been getting less crap. I would say yeah, probably, but also no. Yes, but also no. I think VTubing is becoming more of a medium now that it's more accessible to people, and, you know, there's tutorials out there on how to make your own model so you can be a VTuber more easily by yourself, an indie VTuber, whatever. So that's, like, nice, and that's a good progression and everything, and there's a lot more people out there, so there's obviously going to be better people out there as well. But also at the same time, there's a lot of companies cropping up that are trying to, like, get their share of the market income and gobble that all up for themselves and don't really give a shit about their talents. So it's kind of bad on that end again. Damn. If we get through the whole thing, the one person who might have predicted that will get, like, a lot of channel points. I mean, maybe it could. Honestly, today I tried to make it possible. Does this count or does this not count? Because this is a maybe. I'll let you know. This one is like a maybe if we have the time. I don't know. This guy saying basically it used to be modeled off of the idol industry, which I like to call the meat grinder for conventionally attractive people. That is very true, and it still is part of the problem, especially for companies. It still is very similar to the idol industry and takes a lot of inspiration from there. So, you know. Oh, Idol is centered in Israel, really, so it kind of fits in for today's theme. No mames. Yeah, I feel like it's just sad for Riroron. Yeah. It's just sad. Because, like, obviously she has, like, mental health issues that need to be sorted out, and she shouldn't have been in the environment to do all the things that she did, which were all not great. Anyway, what the fuck was that noise? You probably didn't hear that. It was very quiet. We have Palestine news. Specifically, we have a video about Germany. I feel like the title says it all. This was also submitted to me by Angel Tail, and I want to watch it with you. Angel Tail also wrote, there's this idea that Moi found about streamers, VTubers who can be seen as first-line mental health care workers. Oh, interesting. I feel like they shouldn't be. What's your idea on it? We'll try to find an article next time, and maybe that could be a different way of looking at streaming in the context of failures of gaps in mental health care, both in global north and south because of capitalism. That sounds extremely interesting. I would love to talk more about that. Yeah, if you have like something to go off of there, 100%. Hello, Theo. Hello. Siska also saying, turns out the problem with your favorite media are also just problems with capitalism. No way. We're so surprised. Anyway, video. We gotta have at least a chance of completing the docket, right? Oh, that's loud. It's not that loud. Is it loud?
As Israel continues to subject besieged Gaza to a brutal bombing.
So the video is by the Real News Network, and the title is German cops go ballistic on pro-Palestine protesters. Fascism returns? Because Germany is having a moment right now. I saw that. I saw the little notification of that. I saw that. Isabel.
Campaign. Variously described as war crimes, ethnic cleansing, and genocide. Western governments have lined up in support of Israel, whilst attempting to dampen solidarity with Palestine. No country, though, seems to have aligned itself as unequivocally with Israel than Germany.
Surprise! I mean, I've been talking about it for a while, so we know, we've been known. They are extremely pro-Israel. Also, Theo saying you demoted your title of Lord. I think that's good. That's more casual, you know? It's more casual.
On the streets of Berlin, a city famous for its anything-goes attitude, this unwavering support of Israel has translated into harsh and unprecedented police repression. Sonnenallee, a street in the predominantly...
Oh, I was like, what did you just say? Sonnenallee. Oh, okay. I didn't catch that at first. Pronunciation of German words is hard. I thought it was a name. I think I watched this one. Oh, slay. I love just replying with slay. As though that's a normal thing to say. I read an article on how mental health is a capitalist construct used to equate social problems to medical problems. That's kind of interesting. I feel like that does tie into each other, but also I feel like it's a little bit of an oversimplification from what I've read from your one line here.
Arab and Turkish neighborhood of Neukölln is known by the Arab community as Shara al-Arab, or Arab Street.
And the Sonnenallee is the street.
Yeah, I know the Sonnenallee. I'm aware of the Sonnenallee.
With all the Arab shops and Arab people and migrants in general, they are very...
There's the police.
I mean, this is also Hemmerplatz.
Zaid Abdel Nasser is the coordinator of the Germany chapter of Samidun, an international solidarity network for Palestinian prisoners. He's also a Palestinian refugee and resident in Germany since 2015.
I mean, I know many such stories, right? What am I? Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. I see the DM. I've seen the DM. I've got it. Don't worry. I seen it. It talks. Yeah, I'm oversimplifying the article. It talks about more than that, but it's okay. I'm not gonna go into it here in chat. You can link the article somewhere on the Discord, perhaps, if you want. I feel like it would be interesting Sounds like an interesting topic because, of course, definitely like the state of our capitalistic society plays into the fact as to why so many people are fucking depressed, because it's not easy to live right now. So yeah, it definitely plays into it.
I would say in every demonstration and every event.
Yeah, Caliban saying I'd be careful in showing solidarity with Samidoun though. I don't know a lot about Samidoun. Seppo saying, I've read an article yesterday that the Bundesregierung and the US are pushing Israel to not commit war crimes. Well, that's good. Good job, gamers. One step, you know. You've kind of been pretty permissive so far, but better late than never, right?
That happened for Palestine in Berlin ever since the 7th of October. In every event, there was an incident, at least one, where the police attacked the demonstration and hit people and assaulted them and arrested at least a couple of people. Some of the harshest repressions took place last week, happened here, and they closed that street and they blockaded it with tens of police vans and police officers, like hundreds of police officers were roaming the street here, and they built some sort of desk to process the people.
One of the people...
Yeah, I mean, that's just... That happens a lot in general, right? Police violence is seen at many leftist protests. I would categorize these as leftist protests as well. Yeah, German government reaction to pro-Palestine protests is bad, but not every organization pushing the Palestine cause is good, and they are very sus. That's good to know. I'll trust your input on that. Like, I agree. There have been some, like, obviously... I don't think that pro-Palestine protests should be suppressed, etc. But still, there is some bad actors in there who are like trying to utilize the cause for things that are not actually beneficial to the cause, as it always happens, which, you know, is sad. Like, I think similar things happened, right, with the BLM movement. There was like certain organizers of the BLM movement who did... who aligned themselves with the BLM movement, right? Certain organizers, and they misused the name of the cause for whatever. So, yeah. Cheers! Cheers, cheers. Yeah, reminds me of that video of German police punching climate protesters. They do like to do that. They do like to do that. Please stop the war crimes, woo. Yeah, like almost as though you could sanction the country like you've done with Russia. But alas, that seems a bit too harsh. Thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, the amount of laws broken by the police on leftist protests is ridiculous. They love to do it. It's their favorite thing. It's their favorite thing. And then, months after the leftist protests have happened, they still like to do investigations from, resulting from that protest many, many months ago. Oh, we need to go into your apartment and look at everything now because you were at a protest many months ago. Happens.
People processed at these desks was sociologist and activist Matanya, who says she was walking home when she was arrested.
They just drove me 2 blocks and dropped me off over there in this street on Hermannplatz, where they created a pop-up police station. They like really put down tables and everything because they were arresting so many people that day. And there was a line with people, maybe like 100
Jesus Christ, dude.
people, women, men, 10-year-old kids. After me, a 10-year-old boy got arrested, worked to the floor, sat on his neck. He was standing behind me in line over there.
In a video that quickly went viral, Matanya is seen being arrested by police.
So I'm arrested because I said free Palestine. On that day, they were like,
Of course, because that's not even a fucking banned phrase. Like, from the river to the sea is banned in some parts, right? So that one's pretty much, I'm pretty sure, is allowed. Yeah, like Blank also said, they don't sanction them. They do quite the opposite by continuing to fund them. Your country is condemning Israel, at least. I wish that was me. I wish that was me.
Like, to protest.
Just arresting people walking home sounds like there's no way racial profiling would happen, right? Like, why was she specifically arrested and not like somebody else? We don't know. It must be luck of the draw or something like that. No way there's racial profiling. That would be insane.
Scheduled here in Neukölln that were banned immediately. Those protests were on 2 different squares here in the neighborhood. I was just there on the sideline, like watching other people getting kettled and arrested. And then actually I was on my way home to where I live, And passing over Sonnenallee, there were like a lot of people, and some people said free, free Palestine. I chanted free, free Palestine twice while walking home on a street where there was no demonstration planned. And I sat down at a table, and 2 seconds later, 5 police cops ran at me and they said, "You're arrested."
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Of course, the police are acting
Jesus
on
Christ.
orders from higher up.
Es ist mir wichtig, dies
God, it's Olaf Scholz. Oh my God, it's Olaf Scholz.
hier heute in Israel in dieser schwierigen Situation deutlich zu sagen. Die deutsche Geschichte, unsere aus dem Holocaust erwachsene Verantwortung macht es uns zu unserer Aufgabe, für die Existenz und die Sicherheit des Staates Israel einzustehen.
That is what they are writing on. That is the reason as to why they are so blindly loyal to Israel, even though a large majority of Jewish people do not agree with this. Yes, our good Meinungsfreiheit coming in. Yeah, freedom of opinion, definitely, we have that. Just not in this specific one. For this specific one, maybe not. Hello, Clams, hello. I know in some countries you can show religious or anti-religious iconography in public. Like in France, for example, can sort of understand why showing a Star of David being thrown in a bin would violate that. Yeah, but she didn't do that, right? She just walked home and chanted free, free Palestine, right? But yeah, with the religion things, I'm not quite sure what the law is in regards to that. I don't know. Since like I feel like we're doing a good job moving away from being like very theocratic, but I don't know. You get tired just from listening to Olaf. Oh no, Olaf.
Activists claim that police repression, criminalization, and institutional
Also, hi, welcome to chat.
silencing of Palestine solidarity goes way back to before October the 7th, with recent events representing only an intensification. Nevertheless, the drive by many in Germany to express solidarity, to mourn, to protest against occupation and genocide seems not only to persist, but to grow.
I mean, solidarity around the world has been growing by the public, no matter the government's reactions, even though, which, you know, this makes sense, right? The public has been in support of Palestine for a while now. They've been turning up to protests. They've been sending letters to their representatives or whatever the fuck they need to do. And slowly but surely, it seems that our governments are kind of aligning with that sentiment too, but like very slowly, much too slowly. Yeah, we've seen that was such a German yes, Jesus Christ. Yeah. We've seen some of these videos, right? Like the protests in Berlin, as well as this woman specifically. I have shown you her before.
Iris Hefetz is an activist in Germany's Jewish Voice for Peace. On October 14th, she was arrested and detained for holding a sign in public reading, "As a Jew and Israeli, stop the genocide in Gaza."
Jawohl, yeah. Isabel saying we should establish mutual aid for people who are interested in doing stuff. Mutual aid, I feel like, is always great, you know, great thing to push for. But also easier to do in like local communities, right? I would be interested in seeing how that would look like online.
Hefetz von der jüdischen Stimme verhaftet. Die Polizei Berlin verhaftet Iris Hefetz.
Yeah, you have the subtitles under there. Bye-bye, Damakuna, bye-bye. See you later. Have a good one.
Yeah, if someone is here offended by the fact that I'm criticizing Israel, it can be considered to be anti-Semitic. This is the perversion of Germany of anti-Semitism. And we see now, of course, that it's a big problem, because if everything is anti-Semitism, then nothing is anti-Semitism.
Of course, anti-Semitism.
Yeah, that's a very good point to make. Like, if you just call the criticizing of Israel anti-Semitism, that devalues the real anti-Semitism that is actually on the rise and has been on the rise way before this year even, you know, it's been a continuous problem, that, you know, that's getting devalued when you just focus on pro-Palestine actors and not the, like, majority of actual anti-Semitic crimes and stuff. I wanted to respond to someone. Yeah, you. Macron pretty directly criticized Netanyahu. I love that spelling of the name, for not having a real goal plan and after the invasion. Yeah, Macron has been pretty critical, which is surprising to me, which was a huge surprise that he has spoken out like that. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. So many pigs running around. Like, who left the pen open? You gotta take better care of your animals. Like, this can't be happening like that. Olaf, please take care of your fucking animals, dude.
Exists, but Palestinians and Arabs still have the right to go on their streets, show their support for the people, mourn also, and this has been completely, since 1 month, forbidden in the name of anti-Semitism, which is actually racism against Arabs and Muslims within Germany, who is a huge part of the population also.
Yes.
By silencing democratic protests, you're just going to divide more people. They actually get to the opposite results that they say they want to achieve.
Yeah. Yet again, an unexpected frog king. TM is saying not wanting genocide makes you anti-Semitic, but the neo-Nazis get police. God, it's behind the little heart, so I don't know what the fuck. Escort, there you go, escort and protection. Yeah, right? It's like, oh, the pro-Palestine protests are the biggest anti-Semitic threat to our country right now, and we must stop them. Oh, but the little guys from the Dritter Weg or whatever type of Nazi organization, oh, they are doing their little walk on the Monday. Oh, and they're going past the synagogue. That's okay. That's fine. I mean, they're just our little guys. They are all German after all. So why should we care? Those guys are so fine. We don't have a problem with them at all. Oh, but look at those bad pro-Palestine protests. They are looking different than us. We cannot let that happen. No. D. Clam says, honestly, I find it hard to be super pro either side. Israel has been pretty crappy with dealing with aggressive settlers and has overreached with their response, but I'm LGBT, so I can't fully support Palestine either, you say, because I'd be thrown off a roof there. See, I think personally, I'm LGBT too. Hello. Hello. I'm waving to you like, hi, Barbie. I think you can be LGBT and fully pro-Palestine, because you can be pro-Palestine and not want to move there. You know, you don't need to move there. You don't need to live there, because I think the Palestinian society can only become more progressive and open towards, like, as a whole, can only become more progressive and open towards, people like us when they are not being slaughtered. And of course, there are queer Palestinians. We know that as well. You can't be Palestinians. You can be a Palestinian and also be LGBTQ+. I should know. My Palestinian friend would agree with this sentiment. But, who are the straights in chat? Root them out. They're not welcome here. No, you are welcome here. You too. If you are straight, you are welcome here too. Yeah. Yes. Oh, is this are we having a vote? Can I vote? I can vote. Let's go. I voted. There's a vote going on in chat. There are straights in here? No way. Yeah, many of us are LGBTQI+ here. Which I think you can be in support of Palestine, like, fully without hesitation. Vote? Yeah, in the chat. There's a vote. Whether or not you're part of the LGBT+ community. Anyway, video.
Supporting this idea that
I'm straight most of the time. Sounds queer to me.
This causes anti-Semitism. This is an extremely dangerous mystification. People have the right to protest, and suppressing the right to protest is only going to actually increase anti-Semitism.
As well as arresting people for expressing an opinion, since the 7th of October, videos have surfaced showing German police attacking protesters, stamping out candles at candlelit vigils,
we've looked at this
ripping
video.
away Palestinian flags, and simply stopping and searching people who are even suspected of being part of a demonstration. Mohammed Al-Hassan is the manager of a law firm representing many of the protesters who have been arrested at the
We gotta protect the straight minority in chat. We gotta try. Oh, you can't vote. That's so sad.
Demonstrations
There's
since
two.
October 7th.
At the moment, we have women young women, girls, basically girls who were beaten up very badly, up into hospital. So they have black eyes, we have broken bones, we have broken ribs. So people were completely beaten up, and we have to say that some people were even beaten up after they were taken into the police cars. So they were handcuffed already, and they totally got beaten up. And we are filing cases against the police as well.
The police, I never feel safe.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense. Sadly, not surprising. It's my verdict from watching this. Yeah, this has been happening on leftist protests. Of course, it's happening now more so than ever, because these are obviously very high-profile protests, and there's a lot of people there and everything. So, yeah, not surprised. Yeah, gotta feel no sympathy for them, because they chose to do this job. They don't have to be doing this job. They can quit at any point, you know? If you see all of your homies, like, standing, I need to go to the door. My bad, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry. I'll be right back. I'll answer the doorbell real quick. Bye-bye. The police got me. I was talking about Palestine too much, and they got me. They got me. No, they got me. No, it was actually a package. A package was being delivered to us. It was really cute, actually. The guy was like, he was coming up the stairs, like, and he said, I heard a dog. And I'm like, it's okay, he's behind the door. Like, okay, so he can't come out here? I'm like, no, he's fine. Because it's terrifying to ring the doorbell at our place and hear it downstairs. I've been there before. I had to ring the doorbell before when I forgot my keys or something. And you just hear like a voice saying, hello, and in the background, it's like, are we safe here? I don't know. What's in the package? I think it's something for my mom. I don't know. I think it's clothes or something for my mom. Don't know. I didn't order anything. Damn. Anyway, we should continue watching our video. I hope everybody's been fine in this little break. I hope you've been alright. I hope you've been behaving. You should consider a P.O. box. That would be cute. That would be cute. Just takes a lot of things because you have to like get a P.O. box. It's like a process, right? A process. Also, good chat in chat. I'll leave you to that. Good chat in chat. I'm glad you're having productive conversation. Okay, yes, tadaima.
And I don't think that they're here to protect us. They're here to enforce the German state's perception of Palestine as an anti-Semitic cause, and it's outrageous and dangerous.
Yeah, well, protect and serve, right? Protect and serve. Oh my god, it's the anthrax that you've sent to me, Antir. Oh my god, thank you so much. Thank you for the anthrax.
But what happens when you apply this amount of repression and pressure against Palestinians and Arabs and even internationals who support Palestine, where you ban them from gathering legally and voicing their worries and voicing their feelings and voicing their political position.
Yeah, it obviously feels like suppression. Hello, Tintia. Hello. Who were you in YouTube chat? If I may ask. so broad.
What this resulted in is that the street at some point refused this repression. So like even in a sense
Oh, you're TM. That makes sense. There's a T. There's no M in the name though, so no, welcome.
If I were the state and I was concerned about my inner security, it is very dangerous to alienate hundreds of thousands of people in this very brash and very repressive way. And
that's such a nice way of doing this, like with the lights and everything. A quick aside, like wow, I really like that ingenuity. Very good ingenuity. Yeah, like Seppo said, suppressing those people is such a bad idea. Like there's no positive outcome for that, because as you can see, the protests are happening anyway. So if you wanted to silence them, it didn't work. Their voices are being amplified by your attempt of silencing them, like Streisand effect, right? So it's like, okay, good attempt. It didn't work. Like, what are you gaining from this?
if anything, it does show that fascism never left Germany. Fascism is still...
I'm not gone yet, because they're doing construction in the changing room. Oh no, I can't leave this place. Oh no, Siska is stuck. Hi, Bro Dragon, hello. Hello, I see you. Siska, you're stuck. That's so sad.
alive and well in Germany.
If Germany says that in order to do a never again, they are supporting genocide, that it's really a perversion of the Jewish history, of the history of all humans. The Holocaust is not only a Jewish history. Therefore, I'm here to say, of course, not in my name. Of course, I condemn deeply what Germany is doing.
Guy, hello.
I think it's very important.
And Aiden, hello,
hello all around the world.
Hello to all of you. Oh no, Step's like, I'm stuck. I can't help you with that. I'm sorry, you're very far away. Also, Step was saying we already have difficulties integrating like those people, and now we are suppressing their speech. It's not helping. It's not working, right? Like, they're not doing themselves a favor with it. Fascism never leaves. It just changes clothes and adapts and mutates like a virus, as we sadly are aware of.
To become aware of like how German propaganda and like the media outlets have no shame in twisting the most like basic observations.
One of Germany's largest media corporations and one of the largest media publishers in Europe, Axel Springer, outlines
fucking Springerpresse
its core values on its website. The first value mentions democracy in a united Europe, while the second, the right of the existence of the State of Israel. Their flagship tabloid, Bild, is the highest circulation newspaper in Europe, with over 12 million daily readers.
The German
that too, right, Tinty? Like, it's not like the police repression has never stopped us. It's not stopping us now. So yeah, why can't they just spring away? would be a good suggestion for them. They don't seem to follow that. Had to leave again for good this time, probably. That sounds like you're gonna go to die. No, Caliban, no. Have a good rest of the stream. With some good news later, hopefully. Partially, we have some partial good news coming up, so thank you. Die Bild. Just ban the fucking Bild at this point. They're just so bad. Hello, Skull. Hello. Hey, I'm from KSA. That's where.
Media specifically played a major role in everything that happened in the past 2 years.
Bild has not only targeted the Samidun network, but Zaid personally.
A couple of weeks ago, Samidun, Palestinian Prisoners Solidarity Network, was banned by Olaf Scholz. And suddenly, Samidun is this devil in Germany. And my picture was...
Okay, oh, that's Kingdom Saudi Arabia. Okay, thank you. Didn't know that. Saudi Arabia in the Middle East. Okay. I didn't know what that stood for. Thank you for letting me know. Hello.
Put on the Bild as Chef der Judenhass, like the leader of Jew hatred. This is an invitation to harm. This is an invitation to attack me, like physically hurt me. And for what?
I mean, yes, it definitely is. As opposed to SA, South Africa. Who reads the thing? I think everybody. Well, you must be in good circle. Not everybody, but you must be running in good circles then, because I know that there's a bunch of people who do read the Bild. Like, it's still being sold a lot, right? A bunch of people must be reading it.
Yeah, and what do we do in Germany? We go to the street We organize public events where we speak about Palestine and the prisoners. It is very normal political work.
Nevertheless, the German government continues to clamp down on Palestine solidarity.
It's basically kind of like the Fox News of Germany. I think so. It's an equivalent in a way. Yeah, a lot of working class people I work with, right? Yeah, that's kind of like their target audience.
Some politicians now even openly calling for deportation on grounds of anti-Semitism. For Zaid, these threats have become a reality as he struggles to retain his refugee status and fights possible deportation. Despite all of this, he remains committed.
So regarding the future, I do feel a sense of extreme optimism. What we're seeing on the street, where people are refusing the repression by the state, they see that this German police is not too different than the police they see on TV in occupied Palestine, that is hitting and repressing people.
And police all around the world, right? Baden-Württemberg, snobby, color me shocked. They don't like the Bild over there, huh? Well, that's good for them.
There. They have expressed this extreme hatred towards Palestinians and towards Palestine and towards Arabs and towards anything that does not support the occupation. You can do 1,000 seminars about it, but it will never be as clear as when the person is being punched in the face by the police because they're saying free Palestine from the river to the sea.
They're doing their own like bad PR work.
Thank you so much for
no problem. Cutting him off immediately. They're doing their own like fucking they're contributing to their own bad image very greatly by doing what they're doing, by being violent at protests all the time and never like never changing, right? Like it's any leftist protest. They will show up, the cops will show up, they will incite violence. It's just like clockwork. It just happens again and again. Now I'm reminded of the Die Ärzte song where they mention the Bild. The Bild is criticized in music, as it should be. I like that you're a Die Ärzte fan now. Like you're the #1 Die Ärzte fan in chat. I appreciate that for you. You know, like hell yeah, go. Isabel saying American-like, hateful, insecure, paranoid at every second. That is how the police is. It's like all around the world. Not too different. Again, I put another thing in, by the way, saying, hey, I know about this thing, but I'm not gonna talk about it yet. In this case, I would like to talk about it at some point, but it's a very, very, very like extremely long article because there's a lot of information in it about how AI is being used by Israel in this right now in this genocide, and I think it's extremely interesting. But I would kind of like to prepare it beforehand for stream, so that takes some time to do. I need to put some time aside to do that, or we need to dedicate an entire stream to just reading it. And so I'm aware of it, but I haven't done it yet. So it's right there. Just letting you know that I know it exists. Thank you. The next segment is concerned with Israel continuing their genocide. Surprise! Surprise! Also, Aiden was behind for 3 minutes. I hope you've caught up now. I hope so. Blank saying, though there are major differences from country to country, region to region, and also branch to branch of police forces. Like there's a lot of differences, and there's also a lot of similarities where they're like shaking their hands. Both can happen at the same time. Of course, thank you too, Angel Tail. While we're at thanking people, thank you for compiling so many sources all the time. It makes it very easy. Just do have to kind of like pick and choose, for the duration of stream usually. Just a friendly reminder that ACAB means calling Kim Kitsuragi a bastard. It must be done. It must be done, It's my favorite bastard, if that's any consolation. You may have seen this on Twitter, perhaps. Oh god, do I have my DMs open again? Nope. I usually have my DMs just open. I'm like, don't do that. There's nothing bad in there, but let's not. This video came out. No, I can read the entire thing here. One of our staff recounts the moment Israeli forces opened fire on a clearly marked MSF convoy in Gaza, killing 2 people. We have asked the Israeli authorities for a formal explanation, and we call for an independent investigation into this attack. So, as you can see, Médecins Sans Frontières, Medicines Without Borders. Yes, we have something like that too in German. Is an international independent medical humanitarian organization, in case you were wondering. And there's a little video from that. Doctors Without Borders. Yeah, exactly.
When we arrived to Al Wahda Street, which is close to our office and guest house and Gaza clinic, I saw tanks and snipers at the top of the buildings there. I was terrified when I saw that the sniper and the tanks are pointing at us, especially the 4th and the 5th van. They started opening a fire at us, and one bullet passed by my forehead. I got a superficial injury. The bullet hit the head of my colleague Ala, who was just next to me. He got critical injury in the head.
Terrifying.
And start massively bleeding. His head falls on the steering, and I immediately took the control over the steering to move to the right of the street.
Like, terrifying recounting of what had happened. Like, as Aiden says in YouTube chat, clearly marked thing you're not supposed to attack equals big target for the IDF. Apparently, it's this simple, right? It's like any war crime that they can pick up and also participate in, they're super eager to do so. Oh, another war crime we can do? Another law we can break? Let's go. Let us do more of them. Only 2 people skill issue from the IDF, honestly. Maybe there was only 2. I don't know. Maybe there wasn't that many people in here. Again, this person who has retweeted this is saying, it's from Samidun Network, by the way, which we just watched the thing of. Well, partially at least, it was about that. Sad to say that this is this truthful report from MSF regarding the attack on its convoy in Gaza by occupied forces stands out because so few international agencies and organizations are willing to name the attacker responsible for the crimes. It's the Geneva checklist for them. It is the Geneva checklist for them. And it's fucking terrifying. Also, Isabel has written, remember, dear chatters, it is our duty to do the very best we can, or else shit like this will become normalized. I'm very glad that it is not anymore, because it honestly used to be a lot more normalized. Hatred against Palestinians, I feel like. At least, okay, my friend also feels like this. I'm kind of stealing his talking points right now. It used to be a lot more normalized, especially in Germany. But right now, at least in the population, people are way more aware of what's going on, right? Geneva Convention, any percent. That's what they're fucking doing, dude. You can refuse to talk about it all you like, but when bombs are falling on your children, you don't have the privilege to not talk about it. Exactly. Being apolitical is a sign of privilege. Not everybody can be apolitical. It's true. It's true. We've talked about this before. Oh, very sweet. Look at that. Look at that appreciation post from Angel. Very, very, very sweet. I appreciate you too. There's an accompanying article for what happened. It's pretty short. And then she's like, accompanying article. Yes, article. He's a big fan of articles. He submitted this one. No, I'm joking. He did, in fact, not. I'm pretty sure Crow submitted this one. Maybe he did it through. Maybe he did it through Tenchi, who knows? Or the other way around. Woof, woof. Wow, woof. Doctors Without Borders attack on organization's convoy deliberate, calling for investigation. Doctors Without Borders said the Israeli military's attack on one of its convoys last month that left 2 dead was deliberate, according to an internal investigation. Yeah, I mean, they would be. Get your hellhound, Jesus fucking Christ. He's a little free thinker. I wouldn't want to inhibit his freedom of speech. He too has a right to freedom of speech. Dude, if he comes in here now, hi, I'm defending your freedom of speech. If he comes in here now and barks, I would be so unhappy. I wonder what's like the wackiest part of the Geneva Convention. It's pretty ancient at this point. There's got to be some weird parts to it. I wonder if there's some weird parts they would have to do in order to. I always found the manipulation of weather weird, but that's like an actual thing I learned. Then they have not done that yet. I think. I'm not sure. I mean, kind of? Question mark? I will oppress his freedom of speech specifically. No, Bebu. Little monster. He's my little monster. He's also here. He's present. I can't wait for you to see the Tenchi on the other model, by the way. He's very cute. Ooh, spoiler? Was that a spoiler? Was that a teaser? Anyway. Anyway. Baby. Oh no, the apartment unit you visited sucked. The people are smokers there. No go for me. I see. Anyway, the non-profit, also called Médecins Sans Frontières, internationally said that internal investigation of the attack confirmed the organization's original suspicion that it was deliberate, and the action was taken against clearly identified MSF vehicles. Yeah, well, we're not surprised. Still sad, but not surprised. Sepp was saying, I think China and the US tried to manipulate the weather, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think it was the US, yeah. I think the US did do that at some point. In Vietnam? Question mark? I don't remember. But I think it happened. Like, actually. On November 18th, a convoy of 5 vehicles was set to evacuate MSF staff from its main clinic in Gaza City towards southern Gaza, but the convoy was stopped at a military checkpoint and later fired upon while attempting to return to the clinic, the organization said. 2 people, an MSF volunteer and a staff family member, were killed in the attack. The organization is demanding the Israeli military investigate the incident. Yeah, please do. Please do that. I mean, turning rain into fire, does that count as manipulating the weather? I think it's something slightly different, but yeah. Shouldn't it? Stop killing medical staff and journalists, please. Challenge level impossible for Israel, apparently. MSF said the Israeli military also intentionally damaged and destroyed MSF vehicles in the days following the convoy attack. Twice, the group said, Israeli bulldozers and tanks destroyed MSF vehicles on the street in front of the clinic, leaving the non-profit without any way to evacuate the staff. And they're only there. They're mainly there to evacuate their own fucking staff. Like, bro, dude. When the bulldozer pushed aside the cars, the western wall of the clinic fell apart, an MSF staffer said. Then the tank came and opened fire towards the MSF cars and vans. The MSF vans caught fire. Sounds pretty intentional to me. I don't know about you. Gotta go now. Thel's gotta go. Bye. Poka poka. Poka poka. Sounds a bit like a chicken, no? Poka poka poka. Poka poka poka. Staff were able to evacuate Gaza City only after a week-long ceasefire in the conflict began November 24th, when staff hitched rides with civilians in their vehicles, the organization said. MSF has requested a formal explanation for this attack from Israeli authorities, and calls for an independent investigation to establish the facts and who is responsible. I don't think this will happen, but it should. Yeah, they'll just explain it away, right? Like, yeah, some whack shit like that, maybe. Accidents happen, in quotation marks. They did. Like, it seems extremely deliberate. Yes, they did do that. The Israeli military specifically targeted hospitals and medical facilities in Gaza in the weeks leading up to the November 24th ceasefire, alleging that Hamas militants used the medical facilities as bases. Of course, you have to admit, obviously there was Hamas bases in the fucking Doctors Without Borders convoys. Makes a lot of sense, right? Fighting resumed in Gaza Friday following the end of a temporary truce, which saw over 100 Hamas held hostage and 240 Palestinian prisoners released. Again, you know, the juxtaposition of what they call them. MSF is also Hamas, as it turns out. Netanyahu probably is like, oops. Forgot to mention, by the way, they are actually also totally Hamas. It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, whole Metal Gear Solid levels beneath every hospital in Gaza. It's crazy. The conflict has raged for nearly 2 months, killing over 13,000 Palestinians, including thousands of children, after leaving approximately 1,200 Israelis dead in Hamas's initial attack on October 7th. That number is rising, as we know. This article was pretty recent. When was this published? Yeah. It was on the 2nd of December. Isn't that the exact reason that only medics have a red cross on it to identify it as do not attack under any circumstances, and instead it turns it into a target? Yeah, exactly. Like, there's a reason fucking war crimes are a thing, right? There's things, even in war, you are not supposed to do. There's a, like, baseline humanity you're supposed to have, even in war times. And they're like, nah, we're good without it, actually. Thank you. Also, thank you for the hydrate. Cheers, gamers. Cheers. Let's hydrate. Militaire sans frontières equals big boss in this occasion, of course. Hi, Shang. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. They have no scruples. Surprise. What else is new? I have a couple of TikToks for you that I've accumulated. The first one is really just a slideshow, so it might as well just be pictures, but I found it on TikTok. Big boss, Hamas. It all connects. It all connects. Can you please be quiet? Thank you. So this is a slideshow on TikTok. It's been shared a couple of times, sharing the sentiment that it feels like that all Palestinian journalists are now sending us their last messages while we are witnessing a genocide. Bisan wrote a pretty long caption at some point saying, I no longer have any hope of survival like I had at the beginning of this genocide, and I'm certain that I will die in the next few weeks or maybe days. I've been sick with severe viral infection for days and cannot move from the mattress. This was posted 2 days ago, so like we're assuming this is pretty recent news. I suffer from nightmares that are so closely resemble reality that I no longer differentiate between reality and dream. I also had a nightmare. Well, it's not really a night, it's just a dream kind of, but you know, I also had a dream about bombings. It was like a weird, funky, I shouldn't say funky because that's too unserious, a weird mix between Ukraine conflict and Palestine, Gaza genocide, kind of, in my dream. Either way, there was bombings, and you know, I had to flee. It happens a lot, okay? It happens a lot. I cover the news a lot. What else am I gonna be dreaming about? Well, I sometimes dream about other things too, but you know, there's that. She continues, I live in a world other than the one I claimed to be building. I am a community activist who lived on the fantasy that the world was free and just, and I sought to bring rights not only to my people, but to many men and women in third world countries. I was shocked that I was not from the third world. Indeed, we are the most humane and moral. Yes, because the world approves, supports, and finances the genocide we are being subjected to, legislates it, and gives reasons for 58 days. That's so many days, dude. It's been ongoing for so fucking long now. While we are a people who have been living on occupied land for 75 years, of course, right? In the general scheme of it, it's even bigger, that number, and are still searching for our rights and communicating our voices to the world. My message to this world: you are not innocent of what is happening to us. You, as governments or people that support Israel's annihilation of my people, we will not forgive you. We will not forgive you. Humanity will not forgive you. We will not forget, even if we die. The history will never forget. Yeah, I'm sure history will look at this in a much clearer lens than it's been looked at now. And even right now, it's looked at in a pretty clear lens, in my opinion, honestly. Yeah, 2 days until a month, the 2-month anniversary of the 7th of October. Yeah, like it's approaching soon. A message to friends: thank you for the support around the world. You have been compassionate and very strong. We ask you not to lose hope, even if the world seems completely unfair and your efforts have not yet resulted in a ceasefire. Oh, history is good at forgetting, but I don't know. I feel like it's so like clear in the public eye. I would be surprised if this would count into the forgotten parts of history, you know. But then again, our governments are still of the opinion that this is not happening the way that we see it. So, Isabel saying, you know, Zecke, I dreamt that you and I and several others were fighting off hordes of IOF and fascists who were charging at us with bats, but we had bats too. It's like a Project Zomboid Horde event. That's much more positive, I guess, than my dream. My dreams are not that great on the survival status, you know? Oh, it was fucking terrifying. Oh, okay, we didn't win. Never mind. Never mind, we didn't win. Okay. No, I don't win either. We're just like crawling, trying to get away. Usually there's no like fighting, because I mean, all I dream of is airstrikes, so like what the fuck are you gonna do about that anyway? But yeah, it is what it is. It's just dreams, you know. I don't even consider them nightmares, because I wake up emotionally unaffected by them, so I'm like, okay, yeah, that just happened. But it is what it is. I feel like a nightmare should like make you wake up in a cold sweat or something. But I think they're just dreams. Because, of course, in dreams at night, you work through the things that you thought about during the day. So, you know, you're gonna, if you talk about the news a lot, it's gonna seep into your dreams. It's not that surprising, honestly. You do have your bow and arrow. True, you've pointed it at me before, but that's okay. Also, Aiden is saying something pretty important, I feel like. We are in the day and age of information, age of the internet. I feel like people will remember this pretty well. Yeah, like, it's different than in the past, where there's, like, different ways of spreading information and everything. So it remains to be seen. Damn, I saved your life when I died. Amazing. I'm a hero in your dreams. I'm glad. I'm glad. Antia has a keyblade. No, you got it. That'll be fine, I think. I think that'll save you. You got it. Also, hello, Will. Hello. You missed the H-bomb segment, but it was only, like, a tiny bit of talking about it. It wasn't a full segment. Just a bit of, hey, here are my thoughts on this. I don't know how long it was, actually. But yeah. Another post from Mutaz. It's about life or death now. I did what I could. We are surrounded by Israeli tanks. There's more text underneath in... I don't know if this was... If this is the translation or not. Maybe it is. Because there was more, like, Arabic underneath. This is saying, hello, the risk, oh yeah, this is the translation of the text, yes. The risk phase of transferring the image is over, and the phase of trying to survive has begun, because I've seen that in another one. I've said enough, and I testify to God that he was for his face and service to my country. We are now living under the beginning of an internal siege. We can't go out either north or south. Israeli tanks besiege the central region from north and south. Our situation is more tragic than you could imagine. Remember, we are not content to share. We are not content to share. We are people who kill and who are killed, and the cause we try not to erase from existence, or loneliness. This feels like it's like Google Translate, but it gets like the meaning across, right? It gets the meaning across. The whole hospital part of it all is the one that fucks me up the most about it from both sides. Hamas using it and Israel being so willing to attack it. I mean, Hamas also built it, right? Because Hamas is like the governing body at this point. I feel like they don't use it nearly as much as Israeli sources would like to make you believe. I feel like they're just honestly trying to treat their wounded there for the most part. I don't think they have like this big operation, because if so, we have yet to see pictures of it, and they were very quick to share pictures of basically everything else. If they actually had such a giant operation in any of these hospitals that would justify bombing it on like any level, which of course is impossible, I think we would have seen pictures of it by now. Tinty is saying, I remember when I was a child thinking that due to the information that the internet provides, genocides wouldn't happen anymore. I feel really naive now. Yeah, that right? You'd think, oh, if everybody can see it happening live, they wouldn't feel empowered enough to do it to begin with. But no. And there's another post. I think this one is also translated. Probably this is the last one here, with a translating app, maybe. This one's saying, approximately, God witness that I am very tired and great for all my pain and all my fatigue, because I know very well that a lot of people take their strength from me, and I must not be weak because Palestine needs it yet. But I swear to God, I have seen so many jobs to the point that I cry every night before I go to sleep. It's probably not jobs, you know, maybe killings, perhaps, I don't know. And to the point I have nightmares, and to the point that it has been 58 days. Reading numbers is hard, dude, when you're German. I don't know anything about my families and what I communicate with them, yet I continue to publish, but it seems that the world is finished and won't respond. God willing, you will be corrected when we all perish and disappear. Approximate translation, right? Approximate translation. Didn't Facebook play a massive part in the Rwandan genocide? Yeah, like social media is not like the perfect or perfect in any way, the solution for any of this, sadly, that we may have thought it could have been at some point. There might be a better translation in this TikTok, actually, because this is an actual person.
I did see Montez's post today. I was with my family all day, but Plestia translated it to English because, of course, he wrote it in Arabic. He had posted to his stories, "It's about life or death now. I did what I could. We are surrounded by the Israeli tanks." He then wrote, "The phase of risking your life to show what's happening is over now, and the phase of trying to survive has started." He showed enough, and God knows that it was all for him and his country. He also reminded people that their situation is very tragic and a lot worse than we could ever imagine.
Get some water
he is
in
the
you.
only Palestinian in Gaza posting that this could very much be their last message. Ismail wrote, "Faces are becoming pale, hope has disappeared, and we will not forgive those who were able to speak the truth and remained silent." You also have Bisan, whose caption genuinely breaks my heart because she says, "I no longer have any hope of survival like..."
Yeah, as we read this, right? As we read this. Thank you for the hydrate, by the way. I did it. Isabel saying my worst nightmare I often have is dying alone in a room with a screen playing, telling me that humanity is dying, the rich are still in power, and that I am the last trans person alive. Yeah, I feel like that very much is your brain concentrating all of your fears into one scenario and putting it into like a little room for you to experience at night when you're sleeping. Brains do be working through shit in wonderfully horrible ways sometimes. I really don't think I have nightmares. Like I said, I just have dreams where bad shit happens, but like I don't feel like it's a nightmare, really. I don't know, personally.
Like I had in the beginning of this genocide, and I am certain that I will die in the next few weeks or maybe days. I have been sick with severe viral infection for days and cannot move from the mattress. And if you were on her page today, she showed you that the Israeli military wants these Palestinians to move to an area that's literally nothing but dirt. And then you have Prince Kota, who posted that he was just laying down in his bed when he decided to get up and walk out of his building to look for service because he had none. He posted saying, "What happened today, I was only 10 meters away. We heard 2 hits and we fell to the floor. Straight after 10 consecutive hits, we never knew where it was. We were covered in dust and powder and rocks. We were all saying the Shahada once hit." And that's when he convinced himself, "Khalas, we're dead." Had he not walked out of his home to look for service, he would have died under the rubble, and this is what he came to find.
Carpet bombing took out the whole block. This block where I was sleeping over here. This is where I was sleeping. Everything is gone. Look, 360 degrees. Look, everything is gone. Everything is gone.
Fucking terrifying.
So many people are under the rubble. I was sleeping here. I was so lucky. I went outside for a little bit, looking for Wi-Fi to connect to the world to tell them what we're living. I was going out. We fell on the floor. We're bleeding. But everyone is dead. Everyone here is dead. Look.
I mean, obviously, like, look at the destruction of that. Nobody's gonna live that if they were inside there. Yeah, survivor's guilt for that, and in general, the PTSD. I don't think I included that in the docket today because, of course, we have a lot of stuff, and I gotta kind of pick and choose. But the PTSD resulting from this, for those of them who are able to survive it, it's going to be fucking life ruining. That's a whole nother layer of terror, right?
As we can show you, everyone is dead. إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. الناس اللي كنت عايش معاهم ماتوا. صار سيدي كلنا مع بعض. كلنا قاعدين مع بعض. كله تحت الردم. كله تحت الردم. كله تحت الردم. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله.
Yeah. No other words to add to this besides what we already said, basically. It is literally too much for a human brain to handle. Like, I don't think therapy or anything can fix this. I hope that the people who survive this receive a lot of help. Every sort of help that is available, that is out there. It's not gonna fix it, but maybe it can mitigate some of the effects that result from living through something so unimaginably horrible. But, it's not gonna fix it. We have some Bisan updates, which I don't know if these were before or after the message, but they are pretty recent. It's always a little hard when you find them on TikTok and not on Instagram itself, but I'm not on Instagram that much. What do we want to guess how many of the advanced parts and components in that bomb might have been German, right? Likely. Pretty likely. Here's an update from Bisan.
Now in the south.
This one was uploaded 1 day ago, but I'm not quite sure if that was when it was originally posted. Because, of course, TikTok just re-uploads them. But it is pretty recent.
I'm in Khan Yunis. They are lightening the sky. We know, and you know if you're following me before, that this lights means that they will target this place or this area during the night. I've lived this before. I've lived all these lightings before. I lived this sound, if you hear it, before in the north. They told us to move to the south to be safe. Now I'm in the south. Where to go? Tell me where to go. I need the Israeli army to tell us either where to go or to tell the world the truth, that they are pushing us to go outside Gaza Strip because they want to take over Gaza as they took over Palestine before.
As we know, as like they are not saying it explicitly, but we know that is the goal. But also, it's just not that easily possible to move 2 million people outside of this like space. It's not that easy, you know. It feels like a game to them. It feels very like they've been planning it for a while, right? They've been planning it, and they've I don't know if I have this on the docket either. They've sectioned the whole Gaza Strip into little sections with numbers on them, basically playing a weird sort of fucking ship. What's the ship game called in English? I don't know. Schiffe versenken game, where you're like, does this number hit? Does this number hit? It's very planned. It's very detached from the idea that there's actually battleship. Thank you. It's battleship in English? Okay. Weird, but okay. It's very detached from the fact that there's actual human beings living there that are not just pawns on a map or something. Thank you. That's enough. I see. It's a battleship. Thank you. I understand. What is it called in German then? Schiffe versenken. Hi, Duck Gunner. Hello. Schiffe versenken means to sink ships. It's very literally what it is, right? Thank you, Antje. Thank you. Except all the numbers hit since humans live there. Yep, everybody, like there's no empty numbers in this case, in this game. Yeah, sinking ships. I feel like sinking ships is a good name for it. Oh, we didn't finish this video, my bad.
Tell the world, Israel, that you don't want us and you want the whole land. Tell the world that this is a Nakba like 1948. And you want to throw us to the diaspora.
I mean, they are sugarcoating it still, right? Israel is still sugarcoating it, but Israel is also being fairly blunt about their intentions by this point. Also, thank you, Crow. It's Battleship. Battleship sounds a bit cooler. That's true. War is when the young and stupid are tricked by the old and bitter into killing each other is a Nico Bellic from GTA 4 quote talking about his war experience. It's a pretty good quote. Making fun of Americans always, whenever I can, actually. I think somewhere in these links, I'm pretty sure there is a clip of Netanyahu saying very clearly that he wants to eradicate Hamas, as they always do, right? Like, that's their statement. They always say Hamas instead of Palestinians, right? But in their eyes, every Palestinian is Hamas, so it's the same thing. We have another Bisan update. I don't know if this one was earlier or later. I think this one was later. It looks like it anyway. Can you pause, please? Yeah, this one was posted 21 hours ago, so I'm assuming that was pretty much when it was actually posted. What? Damakuno? No way.
So we're now in Nasser Hospital. The bombing is all around us. It's very near. Can you see the smoke? Can you see the dust? This is because of the bombing. It's also the smell of the dust and the bombing and the gunpowder and everything. So this is so. This is. This is near. This is very near. Now in Khan Yunis, in the south.
That was terrifying. All of this is very terrifying.
It's a carpet bumping around the hospital, around Nasser Hospital, in the center of Khan Yunis city. Yes.
Yeah, like catching bombs falling like live when you're trying to film the update. Bone chilling, pretty bone chilling. I'm running out of adjectives to describe how bad this is, as always, because there's only so many words in the English language to describe how horrible the things that are happening in Gaza right now are. Duck Gunner is saying, in Netanyahu's eyes, all hospitals are Hamas bases, which is unproven until now, mind you. Yeah, they still have not provided solid proof of that ever. They found a few guns in hospitals, which were really not that many. Like, we've seen American households of like 4 people have more guns than the Hamas bases, in quotation marks, the supposed Hamas bases. So he's just justifying all of this by saying everything's Hamas, and therefore we are completely justified in everything that we do, when you fail to provide any proof for the matter. And even then, genocide is never justified, actually. Surprise. Even if all hospitals were Hamas bases, bombing them would still be a war crime, because they're still hospitals. Exactly. So, like, yeah, I agree. There are no words strong enough to convey what is actually currently happening in Gaza. And Isabel said Netanyahu will call a fly buzzing around him Hamas if it's annoying him enough. Yes. There's an article about this too. About what's been happening recently, an article to update. It's not that long, I'm pretty sure. Israel widens evacuation orders as it shifts offensive to southern Gaza, which, of course, as we know, they told them is safe for a long while so that they would get out of the north, but we already knew that they wanted to get everybody out of Gaza entirely, so it's just escalating more and more. Many of the territory's 2.3 million people are crammed in the south. Khan Yunis, which is the city in the Gaza Strip, Israel's military on Sunday ordered more areas in and around Gaza's second largest city of Khan Yunis, or is it Khan? Is it Khan Yunis? I think it might be Khan Yunis, right? K and H, like that, to evacuate, as it shifted its offensive to the southern half of the territory, where it said many Hamas leaders are hiding. Heavy bombardments were reported overnight and into Sunday in the area of Khan Yunis in the southern city of Rafah, as well as parts of the north that have been the focus of Israel's blistering air and ground campaign. They're trying to get everybody out, like they have wanted to for a long time. Many of the territory's 2.3 million people are crammed in the south. Tenchi agrees this beyond words, but Borkies can barely capture the horrors. Thank you, Tenchi. Are crammed in the south after Israeli forces ordered civilians to leave the north in the early days of the 2-month-old war. I'm just gonna let him speak his mind in the background. I hope you can hear me. I think he's much quieter in the background in real life. So woof 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 woof. Damakuna is also saying, yep, I also don't like the saying that not all Palestinians are Hamas, because so what if they are? That doesn't make what Israel is doing okay. Yeah, you got I feel like you have to say that additionally. Like, even if they all were, nothing justifies a genocide, right? Nothing justifies a genocide. End of sentence. Yes. Tenji, are you done? Do you want to come here? I can pet you a little bit if you want. You want a pet? He's like, I'm thinking about it. Heavy bombardments were reported overnight and into Sunday, right, area. Did I? Yeah, I already read that part. Tenji, you're distracting me. I think the dog is saying that he is not Hamas. He's making sure. Many of the territory's 2.3 million people are crammed in the south after Israeli forces ordered civilians to leave the north in the early days of the 2-month-old war. With the resumption of fighting, hopes receded that another temporary truce would be negotiated. A week-long ceasefire, which expired on Friday, had facilitated the release of dozens of Gaza-held Israeli and foreign hostages and Palestinians imprisoned by Israel, which, of course, fucking rich, since we know that Israel, meanwhile, got more prisoners, arrested more people in the West Bank, so that their prisoner total did not even diminish at all. Oh, can you share the headline only? Yes, please. I would like to see that. I would like to see that, Crow. We will continue the war until we achieve all its goals, and it's impossible to achieve those goals without the ground operation, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said in an address on Sunday night. What is this headline? Israel military says 2 civilians killed for every Hamas militant is a tremendously positive ratio given combat challenges. That is vile. You're right. That is absolutely vile. Holy shit. That is some evil shit to say, huh? Jesus Christ. Jesus. Damn. On Sunday, the Israeli military widened evacuation orders in and around Khan Yunis, asking residents of at least 5 more areas and neighborhoods to leave for their safety. Residents said the Israeli military dropped leaflets ordering residents to move south to Rafah or to the coastal area in the southwest. Khan Yunis city is a dangerous combat zone, the leaflet read, which is once again rich since they declared that it would be safe earlier, but it's not safe anymore. It is not safe anymore. We try to up the civilian ratio further, but we're happy with 2 to 1. It reads so fucking sinister. It reads extremely sinister, right? Netanyahu has absorbed Kissinger's powers. I feel like, yeah, it's been going on for a while. That was why he was actually able to die at that point, because Netanyahu was taking all of those like war criminal powers away from him, which kept him alive previously. Jesus. UN monitors said in a report issued before the latest evacuation orders that the areas residents were told to leave make up about 1/4 of the territory of Gaza. The report said that the areas were home to nearly 800,000 people before the war. That's a big amount of people. That is a huge amount of people. There's many people in the Gaza Strip, as we know. I feel like establishing a safe zone to later bomb it should be a war crime too. It sure reads like a war crime, doesn't it? I feel like bombing civilians is a war crime, right? I'm pretty sure like collective punishment is a war crime, right? So yes. But if you claim there are no civilians and there's only Hamas, whom are not civilians apparently, then maybe that doesn't apply in their minds. Ahead of a resumption of fighting, the United States, Israel's closest ally, had wanted Israel to avoid significant new mass displacement. Thank you. The Israeli military said Sunday that its fighter jets and helicopters struck terror targets in the Gaza Strip, including terror tunnel shafts, command centers, and weapon storage facilities overnight, while a drone killed 5 Hamas fighters. Again, I don't even think their math is mathing. Crow said this earlier too. Like, the amount of people that they've killed, I don't think the percentage of actual, like, fucking certified Hamas fighters is as big as they were alleging it to maybe be. Yeah, people still justifying the Dresden bombings today, and also the 2 nukes on Japan, because it won the war. It's justified, they say. Yeah, like, killing civilians is actually never a good thing. Surprise. Honestly, we need to move past the are they committing war crimes and into the how should they pay for their war crimes. It's like, at this point, it's such like irreparable damage. I don't even know where they would begin to pay for their war crimes. Like, give the people their land back, I guess, and pay immense amounts of compensation to Palestinians. It just seems impossible, right? Yeah, the ratio, it seems, so it's like most likely not true, right? In northern Gaza, rescue teams with little equipment scrambled Sunday to dig through the rubble of buildings in the Jabalia refugee camp and other neighborhoods in Gaza City in search for potential survivors and dead bodies. They strike everywhere, said Amal Radwan, a woman sheltering in Jabalia, an urban refugee camp. There is the non-stop sound of explosions around us, as we've seen in videos coming out from Gaza. Mohammed Abu Abed, who lives in the Sheikh Radwan region neighborhood in Gaza City, also said there were relentless airstrikes and artillery shelling in his neighborhood and surrounding areas. The situation here is unimaginable, probably. Yeah, they probably misspelled that. Unimaginable. He said, death is everywhere, one can die in a flash. I am assuming that they meant that. I feel like I don't really know. I never really sat down to think about it, actually. Blank. Like, the strategic bombing of allies in the Second World War. I feel like the nukes were definitely too much. Yeah, by the allies of the Axis powers. I feel like the nukes, they could have not done that. That for sure. That one I'm pretty sure about. Yeah, nukes excluded. The other ones, like, I guess it's up for debate. When you're fighting the literal Nazis, it's kind of like, it's a little rough. When you're fighting the literal Nazis, it's a bit rough, you know? A lot of extenuating factors, but also there was a lot of civilians lost in that too. Yeah, the nukes were like, the nukes are too much. Japan was already on the way to surrendering. The US just wanted to flex. Yeah, like, also, there should never be a reason to drop a nuclear bomb, ever. Just by the consequences of the radiation alone. There's no justification of dropping a nuke. They killed a lot more Japanese civilians with regular fire bombs too, though. Yeah, true. Like, the regular bombs are not to be underestimated, actually. Even though Japan surrendering is the reason I exist. Since my grandma was a Japanese prisoner of war. Holy shit. Oh, the lore? Damakuno lore? Sorry. Hi, Calix. Personally, I'm against civilians. Bold stance, thank you. Bold stance. A bold stance today. You mean utilitarian? There can't even be an utilitarian defense for the IOF bombings. Yeah, for them, not at all. Because, like, Palestine, you cannot equate Palestine to somebody like the Nazis, like Nazi Germany in fucking World War II. That's like a complete false equivalency. They're not doing much. They're trying to survive. That's like the most, honestly, that they were doing. Anyway, let's continue. You want more lore? I later in life worked in a company that I will not name that was involved in the Manhattan Project in the past. Oh, so much lore. So much lore. The Japan was already gonna... God, I wanted to move on, but now I'm still reading them. It's pretty inaccurate. Big parts of the Japanese leadership didn't even want to surrender after the second nuke. Right. I legit don't know. But the Japanese mindset is very much like about honor and all of that, so I can see them preferring to fight until the very last man. But you know. I don't know quite the details of that. The health ministry in Hamas ruled Gaza said Saturday that the overall death toll in the Strip since the October 7 start of the war had surpassed 15,200, a sharp jump from the previous count of more than 13,300 on November 20th. The ministry does not differentiate between civilian and combatant deaths, but it said 70% of the dead were women and children, which would imply that they were probably civilians, and there's also civilian men. So again, the ratio that was proposed by Israel in the other article doesn't seem super duper likely. It doesn't seem very likely. It said more than 40,000 people had been wounded since the war began. U.S. appeals to protect civilians came after an offensive in the first weeks of the war devastated a large area of northern Gaza. Much of Gaza's population is packed into the territory's southern half. The territory itself, bordering Israel and Egypt to the south, is sealed, leaving residents with the only option of moving around within Gaza to avoid bombings, which is obviously not going to work out for very long anymore if they now just bomb everywhere. Does Hamas not have any women combatants? Okay, actually, I didn't think about this. I just assumed that they would not. But maybe they do. I don't know. Do they? I'm not so sure. I feel like in their... Just assuming with, like, Muslim society, whatever, they wouldn't. But... Shrug. I'm shrugging IRL. It continues. I swear this is not that much longer after. Yeah, this is where the end of this one is. Too many innocent Palestinians have been killed. Frankly, the scale of civilian suffering and the images and videos coming out from Gaza are devastating, U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris told reporters Saturday during the COP28 climate conference in Dubai. Good abbreviation. Good job. Right? They're radical Islamists. They probably wouldn't. That's where my assumption came from too, right? Like, I don't think they would. Although I don't know for sure, but it would surprise me. Mark Regiev, I'm like, I was scanning ahead to see if he was Russian, but I couldn't tell. A senior advisor to Netanyahu said Israel was making maximum effort to protect civilians, and the military has used leaflets, phone calls, and radio and TV broadcasts to urge Gazans to move from specific areas. Sounds like it's a little bit hard to do. Also, if you keep updating them. Oh, hello, Aiden. Hello. Yeah, like, I know, the climate conference didn't go great either, but that would be a whole other can of worms to talk about, of course. He added that Israel is considering creating a security buffer zone that would not allow Gazans direct access to the border fence on foot. Sounds totally great. Sounds like a great plan where no civilians could potentially ever be harmed. What do you mean you can't immediately leave your house? What? Also, I've heard that they're not even doing these hey, I'm gonna warn you before I'm gonna bomb you things anymore. I feel like they've kind of stopped actually doing that consistently, which, you know, the warning isn't much help when you can't move that quickly anyway. Imagine calling Palestinians when they are the ones cutting off the telecommunication signals. That, of course, additionally, most of them have very spotty signal that they can even receive, and very spotty electricity coverage too. So, you know. Off topic here, but there's a lot of beautiful Palestinian women that I very much admire. The IOF don't realize that they're missing and what they're missing by doing this. Yeah, well, they don't stop to think. They wouldn't consider that, Isabel. Israel says it targets Hamas operatives and blames civilian casualties on the militants, accusing them of operating in residential neighborhoods. It claims to have killed thousands of militants without providing evidence. You know, just believe me. Source, trust me, bro. Israel says at least 78 of its soldiers have been killed in the offense in northern Gaza. Oh, that's a pretty chill number in comparison to the other numbers. That's not a lot of them, honestly. That's not a lot of them. Get bonked. Bombardments on Saturday destroyed a block of about 50 residential buildings in the Shijaya neighborhood of Gaza City and a 6-story building in the urban refugee camp of Jabalia on the northern edge of the city, said the UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs. More than 60 people were killed in the Shijaya strikes, and more than 300 buried under rubble, the monitor said, citing the Palestinian Red Crescent. Mahmoud Basal, a spokesperson for Gaza's civil defense, said rescuers lack bulldozers and other equipment to reach those buried under the rubble, confirming the Red Crescent estimated about 300 people missing. He said the block had housed over 1,000 people. Yeah, how are they going to be facilitating these rescue efforts when they're also on the run currently from being bombarded again? Because as we know, Israel will, for instance, with the Jabalia refugee camp, they'll bomb it once and then they'll just bomb it again. Because why not? Making sure they finish the job. Retrieving the martyrs is extremely difficult, he said in video comments from the site of the attack. Meanwhile, Harris told Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi in a meeting that under no circumstances would the US permit the forced relocation of Palestinians from Gaza or the West Bank, an ongoing siege of Gaza, or the redrawing of its borders, according to a US summary. Well, act on it then. But don't you see, the IDF needs those bulldozers to destroy ambulances. They don't have any available for rescue efforts. Yeah, well, guess what you did? It's like you say one thing, but your actions are causing another thing. The war was sparked by an October 7 Hamas attack and other, as we know, as we read again and again all the time, and other militants that killed about 1,200 people, mostly civilians, in southern Israel. Around 240 people were taken captive. The renewed hostilities have heightened concerns for the 137 hostages who the Israel military says are still being held after 105 were freed from the recent truce. I feel like the number, like, doesn't add up. Like, there's more people, there's more people that are hostages now than were taken captive. Two people. 2 additional people. What's up with that? Israel freed 240 Palestinians during the truce. Most of those released by both sides were women and children. As we know. I'm concerned about the math here, but okay, that's fine, I suppose. The war was sparked by more than half a century of brutal and unlawful colonial occupation. Actually, but you know, we don't have the time to get into this. It's actually all October 7th. Before that, there was no history. But at least, you know, this article is pretty well written, I think. Others talk about it a bit differently, you know? That would be one solution, huh, Isabel? Jesus, we have some time left. I'm looking at my schedule. I'm looking at my docket, trying to see which ones I do next. Hey, Euler, you did make it. Hello. The flip side of the end of history. I sometimes wish I'm a video game character in Ace Combat to keep the Gazan airspace clear. That would be something, huh? That would be something. Your prediction's not going well or going very well. Depends on which one you did. Yeah, of course. Euler, I feel like should also maybe get the artist badge. You could also get the artist badge, perhaps. But you do gotta do like at least one piece of fan art. Probably. I said that should be the line. But I would like to get you the artist badge. Can I do this in this chat? God, you have names in you have names. You have numbers in your username that I need to look at. Not the numbers. No mames, the numbers did work. Very nice, very nice. AE chat union. Okay, I could skip this video. Maybe it's only 3 minutes long. It's fine. We'll watch the video. We'll just go through it, and however far we get, that's how far we get. Are there union dues? Ask the union. I mean, you probably did ask them. That was probably not directed at me. I'm not a member. Ask the union reps. So this is a video uploaded by Al Jazeera. Rallies held in Tel Aviv. Israelis demand government bring home captives. Because, you know, they only brought home some of them. And now they're continuing the bombing of the place where the captives are. Obviously, this will spur some controversy with the people whose family members are there. A kid from my house just gave me a side quest to look for his bicycle, and you failed. Oh no! Your side quest. Oh no.
Now, bring them back now, they chant, as tens of thousands of Israelis gathered on yet another Saturday in solidarity with those held captive in Gaza. This time, though, calls for their immediate release came directly from some of those just freed by Hamas.
I came to thank you because without you, I wouldn't be here. Now we must bring back my son and everyone.
20 hostages have died, right? At least the confirmed ones. I'm not so sure. I don't know the exact number, actually.
Many of those brought back to Israel were separated from their loved ones still in captivity, wives from their husbands and children from their fathers. A ceasefire deal agreement that ended on Friday morning saw only women and children released. Hamas insists that it freed all women and children under a ceasefire agreement that ended after both sides blamed each other for violations. Israel says that it didn't release an additional 17 women and children, and that's why it's gone back to bombing Gaza. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says diplomatic
it's in this video, actually, the clip that I talked about a little bit earlier.
Efforts work to release 80 captives, but the only way to get the remaining ones is by stepping up its military pressure on Hamas.
We continue to fight with all our might. This is what our fighters were preparing for during the ceasefire, for a complete victory over Hamas.
Complete victory over Hamas was the exact wording, which, I mean, paints their intentions pretty clearly, in my opinion. I feel like by Hamas, they mean Palestinians, is basically the translation for Netanyahu, yes. Can't call them shields if you don't care about shooting through them. That is not how shields work. Yep, then they are in fact just people again.
While he might be unified in his vision,
literally though, right? Like it's NSEEK over Hamas vibes.
The war cabinet, a separate public statement by his defense minister Yoav Gallant just minutes before the prime ministers, didn't go unnoticed by reporters. They questioned Netanyahu whether he'd quit after the war. He didn't give a direct answer, but those protesting outside did.
He's made a pact with the most extreme people in the government, fascists, extreme religion people, and what happened on the 7th of October is a horrific price we've paid for having him in charge. And it's on his watch, and he and his government have to go.
I mean, we've also heard reports that they actually knew about this attack on the 7th of October. I don't think I've talked about this on stream yet, that they actually knew about that for a long time and could have 100% prepared in order to stop it, but they needed this inciting incident in order to start their genocide over in Gaza. Over in the Gaza Strip. It makes sense for Israelis to be extremely critical of this man who's led them into this situation, right? Yeah, the leaders of Hamas, they are, yeah, I think so.
Families of those held captive are demanding the government revive the ceasefire.
This makes no sense. The duty of all decision makers of the ministers here is to meet with us on a weekly basis and keep us informed, to produce more and more deals, which will bring all hostages home as early as tomorrow.
The sudden end to the pause in fighting came as a big blow to many, and the people here say they'll keep up the pressure until everyone is brought back. Sarah Khairat, Al Jazeera, Tel Aviv.
Yeah, I hope it does something. I hope the pressure works. Yeah, they knew about it for a while. Yeah, the political leaders, yes. The army still is in Gaza. That makes sense, yes. That makes sense. That was this video that I wanted to show you. Also sent to me by Angel Tail. Thank you very much. These solidarity clips are pretty short, so we should be able to get through them. That is nice. Solidarity around the world. We need something a little bit uplifting, right? After seeing so much sadness, as per usual. A Duck Gunner saying, the way I see it, Netanyahu is so done. Yeah, I can't see a future for Netanyahu, but I mean, the fascists find ways to stay in power, right? That the rest of the world criticizes him. Even his own people want him to step down. On one hand, I see it. I see, like, it's so Jover. I see how Jover it is. But on the other hand, people have found ways to circumvent this technical, like normal end to their career as a politician. Yeah. I'm so glad that big parts of the Israeli population isn't buying into their government's fascist BS. Yeah, me too. I am quite glad that it's not like it's not full on support from the Israeli public. I'm very glad about it. I'm glad to see it. I don't know if I'm surprised about this or not. I feel like it makes sense. A lot of people are very sensible. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you, Crow. I didn't see that. Solidarity. we're going to talk about solidarity around the world because, of course, especially during tree lightings, which I don't really know if that is like a tradition to protest at tree lightings. I wasn't even aware of the tradition of tree lightings to begin with, but now I'm being made aware of both of these things. During tree lightings in different places around the United States specifically, there have been big protests, one being in Portland. Thank you for redirecting me to TikTok. Why did you give me a weird little link? I'm not gonna show you the entire 1 minute and 20 seconds, I think, because it's just... Wait, no, this one is not just footage. I think this one's actual coverage. Oh yeah, this is a compilation. Compilation's better. A what now? It's a ceremony where they light a big tree, not on fire, but just put like little Christmas lights on it, you know? There. It's like a Christmas thing, that sort of thing. It's pretty, yeah, it's pretty. So this was happening in Portland, Oregon, as we've seen. It's an annual tree lighting tradition thing, I suppose, and they all pulled up.
Ceasefire now! 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 Ceasefire now!
We want justice, you say how?
We want justice, you say how?
End the siege on Gaza now!
End the siege on Gaza now!
I put the share Thank you so much.
We don't like ceasefire!
It's a good... I like that emoji combination, Aiden. It's very nice.
We work together tonight. We don't do with genocide.
Yep, that's just one video from the Portland tree lighting. Again, this happened in Seattle as well. Well, similarly, it happened in Seattle, where protesters showed up to the event and basically took over the Christmas tree lighting ceremony, as the caption says, outside of the Westlake Center shopping mall in downtown Seattle, Washington.
Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. Be entertained. Look and be entertained. Look at your screens. Look at your social media. Look at your video games.
Yep, that's just a short clip from that, showing that this was happening around. Posted fan art in Zecke Images. Oh, okay, thank you. I can check it out, I think. Maybe after the solidarity segment, because I think we're not going to get to our student today. I would like to dedicate enough time to that, and it's kind of a big story. So I could pull... we'll see. From the river to the sea. Blank saying, man, I really want to take part in protests, but so much noise and people is like my own special personal hell. Understandable, you know, not everybody's made for going to protests, because, you know, for sensory overload, that can be really horrible. Also, of course, if you have like trauma regarding police, maybe you don't want to go, because then you would expose yourself to new trauma, because the police will be there and they will probably suck ass. Surprise! I want to go, I want to as well, but the government said no to organizers here. Yeah, happens. That happens. That happens a lot. From the river to the seal. The seal? I go to, like, I want to go. See, we all have our problems, right? I want to go, but I know it's stupid to go alone, and locally there's nobody who wants to go with me. So sad, man. So sad. Although, I feel like I could. I know, like, I could travel a bit to go, but then I would have to travel a bit. You know, see, I know that, for instance, Isabel. I know that, for instance. In New York, it happened as well. I think also during the tree lighting ceremony. Again, this poses the question for myself. Is this a tradition? Do we always protest during tree lighting? Come to Bavaria. Come to Bavaria to protest. I mean, it's not far. Yeah, this one's... Yeah, this one's just uncut footage of them protesting in front of the Rockefeller tree lighting in Manhattan, in New York. Definitely, yeah, you have to do a lot of like preparation, and don't turn your brain off when you go to protests. Choose your protest which you want to go to, and make sure you have the safety precautions done. What's with the tree lighting, and why is it the first time I've heard of tree lighting? The same. This is what I'm asking myself too. I didn't know about these ceremonies. I wasn't aware that that was a thing that they did. Apparently it's annual. I mean, makes sense, but okay, I never really like was aware of it. And apparently it's a good place to stage protests at. Tenshi, hello. Gatinho. Yeah, it's just a little surround shot of the protest. Looking good. Loads of people there. Very loud. That's nice. It's Tanshi. It's Tanshi. Community meetup at the protest. Let's go. /J/genuine. Tenshino. It's Tenshino. Hi, Ronnie. Fofinho. Tenshino. Hello. He's so cute. He's like, walk? Can I have walk? Soon. Like 9 minutes. Habibi. Wait. Patience is a virtue, little guy. Patience is a virtue. Oh yeah, we actually have a whole ass, like, there's a whole ass article in here. Yeah, no, there's no way we're getting through all of this. Tenshi Leinchen. It's Tenshi Leinchen. Oh, Tenshi Leinchen. Tenshal. I like to say Tenshal. I don't even know where that's from anymore, but I do like that. I do like that. Fair warning, I draw like a child. Don't worry. Art is for everyone, like Damakuna said. Yeah, I agree. Art's for everyone. You can draw like a child, that is fine. Pro-Palestinian protesters arrested during the demonstration in New York. See, that was the last one that we watched. Of course, there was some arrests made. Oh, it's loud. Please, Twitter, why are you like this? Calm, Tenshi. Good Tenshi. Good Tenshi. Me too, let's go, Ronnie. Yeah, I'm just letting this play without a lot of commentary on it, honestly. I could see this for the community too, and a meetup during a protest. I could see that as well. Although I don't know if logistically that's such a good idea. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure if logistically that's a great idea. Although at the moment, at this level, I feel like it's not too bad. At this level, it would be doable. But like if we were at a more like at a bigger level, then you definitely shouldn't do that. Talk about it, Crow. Talk about it with the person. The German tone doggies can come together IRL, perhaps. Exactly. It would be easier to do than with like with fucking people from America and stuff like that. With people from America and stuff, you know. I'm just staring at the chat like, hello, mod doing moderating? Oh my god, that's so new for me. That sounds mean to Vita. No. Vita does moderating too. He's just not there as often on the YouTube chat, etc. So it's usually just me who does it. So I'm like, oh, other people are doing moderating as well. Hello. But you're gonna get into the swing of it, it's fine. It's like Vita's trying his best. Vita's doing very well on Discord, though. Like, Vita's very active on Discord and moderating that, so I have absolutely zero complaints. It's like instigating a flash mob. That's the thing. I'm like, no. Okay, so sorry, Callan. We might have misunderstood you. Well, I mean, I didn't even get to read it because Crow deleted it so fast. No, it's fine. I see it. Like, I can still see it afterwards. That's the thing. See, like, if we did do a meetup, it would have to go hand in hand with a face reveal, which I'm not like totally against to begin with. But you know, you cannot be at a German protest. You cannot be. There's Vermummungsverbot, which means that you're not allowed to like conceal your identity. Technically, can I repost it? In my opinion, yes. 1984. It's 1984 in chat. It's 1984 in chat. See, this is where we last left off. God, it's like pretty late already. I gotta see. A moderator deleted your message. I like that you copied that one. Additionally, it's like, just so you know, 1984 is happening. You were saying, as an Arab queer man, it's wild to me how... Sorry about that. It's like, see? They deleted it. No, it's okay. It's wild to me how much more support I see for Palestine from the LGBTQIA plus community than actual Arab leader. It's absolutely embarrassing. Because, like, I vibe with that, right? Like, Arab leaders should also be showing support for LGBTQIA plus people. And I think it's nice that the LGBT... saying that long acronym 3 times in one sentence is a bit much, but it do be like that sometimes. The queer community showing so much support globally, I feel like it's very nice. I feel like it's very nice to see. Mods in this chat, no mames. Don't worry, Crow, you're doing fine. And especially because afterwards you asked, and now it's like, it's okay. See, communication. Yeah, it's beautiful, right? See, I agree. I have another tweet that I want to show you. See, queer solidarity is on the docket, like as a link soon, but I'm pretty sure. Is this one long? Can I go here immediately? I don't think this article is super long. Maybe we can cap it off with this article. If it loads, that is. Hello, article? Are you here? There you go. What? Give me my article, dude. Is the article still here? I grabbed it just before stream. Give me my article. I need my article. I can see the preview and everything. Ah, got it. Honestly feel that though, don't worry. Yeah, oh, you're sick right now? Get well soon, Crow. Get well soon. Even though I don't know why, but the amount of support for Palestine from the LGBT group is astounding. Yeah, it's like because they're progressive. It's because they're progressive and leftist, I think. I think that's simply why. They're leftists, and leftists don't like no fascism. So 1 + 1 = 2. Queer UK activist hacked, in quotation marks, because I'm pretty sure that was a physical thing that they did, London Transit ads to support LGBTQ plus Gazans. The queer community stands with our Palestinian siblings. We all deserve freedom, safety, and belonging, says this article. Now, quick question. I don't think I'm allowed to say this word, right? Not the word policing. Like, I'm pretty sure that one's not for me, so I'm just gonna... you know, the D word. I'm pretty sure that one's not for me, so I'm just gonna skip over that. Yeah, okay, thank you. I'm like, just checking to make sure we don't want to do any whoopsies. Can the lesbians give me the pass? No passes. It's okay. I'm very far away from being a lesbian, so that's not gonna happen. The D Project, can I say that? Is that I mean, yeah, obviously. But does that sound good? Maybe. A UK-based collection of trans, cis, and non-binary lesbians and queers says they hacked 100 advertisements across London Transit by covering up physical ads and with placards displaying missives? Missives. Which are letters, especially long and or official ones, from queer Palestinians in Gaza, per Truth Out. Which we like from Queering the Map as well, as we've seen, right? We've looked at that before. The message came from Queering the Map, an online resource that allows LGBTQ plus users to share geotagged posts from anywhere in the world. Please know, despite what the media says, there are gay Palestinians, one read. We are here, we are queer, free Palestine. Etc. I'm ace. Yes, that's what I identify with at the moment. I'll update you if it changes and or develops. You can, but yeah, it's just gonna refrain. In Twitch chat, it's better to refrain anyway, especially because like Twitch chat might be like automatically moderated in some areas too, and then they don't know what the fuck you identify as. Samesies, let's go! Nice. Solidarity. The only thing that helps me bear living in Gaza is the sea and you. Another one reads, as we've read some of these before, right? Alongside the hacked ads were words of solidarity from the project, who wrote, "The queer community stands with our Palestinian siblings. We all deserve freedom, safety, and belonging." I'm still jealous of the Aces for having the coolest name and flag. It's true. Haha. Yeah, as of now, I'm definitely part of the Ace umbrella. Ace and Arrow. That's what I fuck with right now, or rather don't fuck. Haha. God, I'm horrible. Anyway, moving on. We call for an end of the occupation of Palestine and an end of the British funding and arming of Israeli military. The D Project's statement continued. None of us are free until all of us are free. Yes. Our flag's so good. Our flag is so good. Swag AF, not gonna lie. It's so good. I love, like, prettiest colors with the trans flag. Those are like the prettiest colors. You gotta choose by colors, right? You have to choose by colors, which orientation, etc. Thank you. Cheers. Is that Troye Sivan at the side, by the way? Yeah, it is Troye Sivan. Cheers. Oh my god. Double time? Hydrate and ads? No mames. Top of the hour. Oh, true, it is top of the hour. Okay, I'm gonna send you into ad time for 1 minute. I'll do it right away. No ads, no! Yes, ads, yes. If you want to avoid the ads, you can subscribe. Doing my little Twitch ad thingy. With Amazon Prime, it's even free. Yay. I'm doing a thumbs up, but you can't see it because I'm a VTuber. No way. Boof, boof. Boof, boof. Oh, new follower. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. See the follow alerts work again. They're very cute. I like my follow alerts. I make all of the animations myself. And I make all of the... Well, the sound was my dog. My dog makes that sound, so... He was dreaming. Pink and violet is nice color combination as well. Boof, boof, he says. Boof, boof. I demand ad transitions like Hassan. We could try, but like if somebody redeems ad, then I can't do it. I would have to like know myself when the ad is gonna come, right? Otherwise I can't transition into it if somebody has already redeemed it, although maybe I could try to do it on the fly. I'm not so sure. Maybe. And yeah, cute flags. As we've read before. This one we've read before, I'm pretty sure. I wish I could watch the sunset over Gaza Sea with you for one night. I wish this occupation was no longer and that we could just be free for once on our own land, you know? Yeah, that's one of my favorite emotes. The emotes here are very cute. You can add the ad timer to OBS if you want. Ooh, that's kind of nice. That's kind of nice as well. Jokes on you, Zecke. I can still see you even with the ads. No way! How? But not here, right? There's like a little preview thing you can do, but you can't hear me, I think. I don't know. It's very touching, yeah. During the Palestinian Nakba, my grandparents were forced out of their land to Lebanon. Later on, my family immigrated to France during the Lebanese Civil War, The only thing Grandpa got from the house before fleeing was the key and a picture of him and Grandma in front of their house. He would always talk about Jaffa oranges, his house, and the Mediterranean Sea. I grew up wanting to know who I am, I think, where I'm originally from. So in 2017, I decided to search from my grandparents' original house in Old Jaffa. Long story short, with the help of Palestinians living there, we found the stairs that used to lead to my grandfather's house. We found the house. We found the lighted window, which was once a kitchen window. As a queer Palestinian, the only time I felt angry and broken about seeing a pride flag was when I saw it flying on my grandfather's house on stolen land. Yeah, that is obviously extremely frustrating when others are able to be queer in the land that used to be yours, and you yourself have been displaced way longer ago, and you don't even have the chance to do that. Oh, switching to YouTube stream to avoid the ad break is very big brain. It's true. That's true. The article continues. Montreal-based designer Lucas La Rochelle, or Lucca, actually. If you're Montreal-based, you might be French, so it would be Lucca, created Queering the Map in 2017, encouraging members of the LGBTQ plus community to drop a pin anywhere in the world and share queer experiences associated with that location. While it's not possible to independently confirm the actual locations or identities of those who post on Queering the Map, the site has collected more than 500,000 messages from its anonymous users. That's wild, and I love that. Providing a space for LGBTQ plus people all over the world to see and be seen by one another and to connect with and find solidarity with one another. Over the past few weeks, Queering the Map's official Instagram account has shared a series of Palestinian messages from the platform, which have been widely shared. As you can see, it's even been put into like fucking bus stops. I find that crazy in a good way, positive crazy. Yeah. Storytelling is so important. It very much is, because this is how it becomes history and how it remains being talked about, what is happening right now in Gaza, and isn't being swept under the rug by people who would rather not talk about it. We're gonna have time for the fan art in the end. For the art, folks, yes. Remind me. If I forget, remind me, but I'm trying to not forget. I mean, ain't that my life, right? The ADHD experience of I'm trying not to forget, but I won't be making any promises, thank you. A place where I kissed my first crush. Being gay in Gaza is hard, but somehow it was fun. And I made out with a lot of boys in my neighborhood. I thought everyone was gay on some level. Hell yeah, let's go. A Transport for London spokesperson confirmed that the ad hacks to Vice and said that the transportation network was working to remove them. Of course, you don't have it. True. Actually, this is fake news. Is this just the ADHD experience? But I, of course, would never. I am very neurotypical, actually. By law? Legally? Yes. We are aware of unauthorized adverts on the TFL, which I definitely know what that stands, network, and have begun to remove them, as is our standard practice, a spokesperson said. The D project's action faced backlash from online trolls, one of whom responded to the group's Twitter post by writing, "Hamas throws homosexual men off buildings." In the meantime, it's also been praised by pro-Palestinian and anti-occupation accounts on social media. Once again, we've said this before, we'll say it again. You can support Palestinians without supporting this alleged claim, you know. However much validity it actually holds or not. As we know, there's queer Palestinians, therefore standing up against the genocide is just logical and reasonable from queer people. Mine are all unfinished. The real project's gotta be all unfinished, you know. You can never finish projects, actually. Here's another post. Please know, despite what the media says, there are gay Palestinians. We are here. We are queer free Palestine. I already actually read that a little bit earlier. This rocks, one Twitter user wrote in response to the D Project's Twitter post announcing the action. Fuck all the homophobes who salivate at the opportunity to put their own fantasies of degrading queers in the mouths of Palestinians they've never met to further deny their humanity, which is all that it is, right? Which is all that it is. They don't know any better about what they're like supposedly happens in fucking Gaza to queer people or not. Gaza, a Palestinian territory, has been under siege since October 7 in retaliation for Hamas's attack on Israel that saw militants kill over 1,400 people. I thought it was 200. Did that number change? And take over 200 hostages. Since then, Israeli military airstrikes on Gaza have killed over 8,000 Palestinians. Okay, these numbers are a bit different than the ones I know, most of whom were women and children. The Gaza Health Ministry reported on October 29th. Okay, it's old numbers. The Associated Press reports that more than 1.4 million people have been forced to flee their homes following Israel's October 12 order that residents in North Gaza evacuate the area within 24 hours. A warning the United Nations has called a crime against humanity and a collective punishment that is prohibited under humanitarian law, as we know. And we have not talked about HB. No group is a monolith. Exactly, which is something they love to overlook. It's like, oh, well, militant is Islamic groups, they gotta be, they must be all homophobic. Well, actually, there are in fact queer Palestinians. Surprise! There are queer Arab people. No way! Shocker! Over the weekend, protesters across the globe marched in support of Palestinians. Last Friday, hundreds of demonstrators, many of them from the Jewish activist group Jewish Voice for Peace. Once again, no group is a monolith. Not all Jewish people stand with Israel. As a matter of fact, I think the majority of Jewish people do not. Staged a sit-in at the Grand Central Terminal. I remember that. Ah, yeah, okay, that was a little bit earlier. A little while ago, in New York City, demanding a ceasefire in Gaza. Over 200 protesters were arrested, including Pose star India Moore. And that's the end of this article, by the way. And like, even if there was a genocide against homophobes, I wouldn't support that, because like, also, how would you do that? That's hard to facilitate, to prove. I can't find the fucking word. I cannot find the fucking word. You know what I mean. Yes, same Crow. Okay, I'll just simplify it and say yes, same Crow. That'll make it a lot easier. So where did you post the art? Is it artistic or is it somewhere else? Holy shit, good pictures. It's like images, probably. Yes, there it is. Yes, of course. Let's go. Let's go art. Let's go art. This reminds me, I feel like we should play Gartic Phone again sometime. It's kind of hard to organize sometimes because you don't want people you don't know in your Gartic Phone lobby, because that can be bad, especially on stream. But we could maybe organize it. I'll ask my Spanish hacker sources. Let's go, Spanish hackers. Spanish hackers. Yeah, difficult to prove the homophobia, basically. Yeah, like, how can you actually, like, ascertain that it's, not fixable? Yeah, it's a weird point. Just simplify it as, yes, Crow, I agree. There shouldn't be a genocide against anybody, actually. Ta-da! Ta-da, Isabel art! Yeah, Freiheit means freedom. I can't draw at all. Can I join? Jay? No, Jay. Definitely not joking at all. You would be able to join in Gartic Phone. I would love to do a Gartic Phone again. It's funny. Like, you don't need to be able to draw to play Gartic Phone. I should write that down. I'll write that down on the top of the docket, because then I see it all the time, which I can still ignore, as we know. This the suggestion at the very top here, I have just ignored for a while now. But how about Gartic Phone soon? ? Would be fun. Garticular phone? In my heart, you do. Cute, Ronnie, cute. I want to put it up. Come in, right? Sounds good, right? Sounds amazing. Count me in. It would be so funny. I used to do them pretty regularly, and then I didn't for a while because, it's just how it happens sometimes. So I think we should do them again. Maybe we could do it on Sunday if I don't want to do anything else. What's up with the events calendar? I want to do it 12 days before Christmas and not 24. So it starts with the outfit reveal, and after that, every day there's gonna be a little something, because 24 days is just too long. I can't. So it'll be 12 days. Yeah. Half advent calendar. It's just slashed in half, happens. But yeah, that'll be it. I gotta walk my boy. You have a candidate for a raid. Ooh, tell me more. Tell me more about the raid. We should definitely raid someone. Tell me more. Crow has ideas. Share in chat. Anya Ban is currently leading. Yeah, that's always fun. It's fun, like, relaxing art streams usually. It's just events calendar. It's cut in half. It's not the whole advent. It's just event. Very sus, by the way. Shilou. Among Lunaria and Small X3, I don't know, I think. Small X3, I don't know. Guide us, Crow. Do I know Small X3? When I open Twitch, it always opens on Etoile because my bookmark is Etoile. Don't worry, Etoile is not live right now. I'm really trying to pause this thing, by the way. Thank you. Oh, Small X3 was the one who rated us. I see. But I don't know what kind of content they do. What do you do? Oh, cute. Okay, cute. Cute content. You're live right now. You're doing a little dog content. Dog content. I don't know. This game looks like it's about dogs. Casual chatting, TDS, art, drawing, furry, LGBT, trans, wobble dogs. I'm just reading the tags. Okay. So rating a smaller person, I think that would be great. Yeah, I think I would like that. They make weird content, I think, but like in a good way. Weird, I would assume. Looks cute, right? Looks like a cute little game, I think. Dog content is on theme. It's true, it's true. Such a good game. Is it? Oh, you know Wobble Dog? Okay. Okay. You don't talk?
It's cute that at the start, they have a disclaimer that...
No, they talk. I think we should rate them. Let's do it. Sounds like a nice casual game. Sounds like a good one. I just had it on mute, you know, because I wanted to be talking over it. It's a very good lo-fi voice, yeah. We can do this raid. Wait, I can do this raid too. I don't need to. Oh, but I should probably follow you first. Waiting for a signal. It's the signal. Me giving the ominous little follow. Ooh, ominous follow. We're up. We're going in. Okay, we're going in. Be nice. I will go walk my dog now, so I won't be in there for very long, but I'll lurk for a little bit, I think. Oh, you've seen the Slimesicle video on this game once? Good content, I'm sure. Good content. Maybe it's a little bit delayed or something, or I don't know. But that's cool. Adieu, everybody. I'll see you again tomorrow for whatever I scheduled for tomorrow. Is it singing tomorrow? I think we wanted to do karaoke tomorrow. I completely forgot. Okay, that'll be fun. Raid with love. Have fun, gamers. Be cool. Be nice. And bye-bye. Oh, my wrist hurts a little bit. Also, bye, Purple. Also, bye. Goodbye. I'm leaving now. I'm gonna stop now. Very soon. Stop. Bye-bye.